Our intros are amazing. It's my favorite part of the week is our intros.
It's like, what is he going to do? What's next?
Yeah. Sometimes I don't have stuff ready.
Yeah.
So he takes the mashed potato master to his face.
Yeah, I had that here. I was using it as a back scratcher at one point, but it's too hard. So I use one of those pasta spoons because it's plastic and it works awesomely.
Yeah.
But hey, everybody, it's Sunday. Welcome to the Shadowcast. This is a weekly podcast where we talk about nerd stuff, 3D printing, different things that we have going on. Well, Pete has going on in the shop. And then sometimes we digress into just nonsense.
No.
Yeah, it happens.
We're so good.
Like last week.
No.
Yeah, we definitely digress a bit. But it is what it is.
Well,
also, we need to figure out.
It comes from the unscripted stuff.
Super Bowl's next week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm guessing we're not doing an episode next week.
I will be in New Jersey with my dad. I will not be here.
All right.
I will be watching the Super Bowl.
Okay, well, I don't have to worry about it then. We'll be off. Hey.
Yeah. Let's go Chiefs.
Oh, come on.
Let's go Chiefs.
Don't make me whip out the footage. Don't make me do it.
I'm a whore. It's okay.
I will. Well, you know what? I'm trying not to evoke any of the negativity or any bad vibes, so I'm trying to be nice.
Yeah, dude, I already do enough of that on my own.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason why I responded in the chat because of what you said, so I was like, oh, I mean, my Barkley shirt's coming in.
Actually, for some reason, I thought you meant Charles Barkley. I don't know why. I thought it was a smart-ass remark, and that's why I said Gnarls Barkley.
Barkley. Yeah.
But it was really weird because a few weeks ago, Charles Barkley, of all people, was like basically talking about wealth disparity in the country and everything. It was
Charles Barkley has been very loud about that kind of thing before, actually, surprisingly.
Yeah.
There's a famous, there's an infamous, I guess is the correct word, video of him out there while he's DJing, just at a party, basically saying, if you don't like trans people or gay people, go fuck yourself. Something like that.
Charles Barkley saying that?
Yes. And I was like, Charles, my man.
Okay.
I don't have to throw away your figure I've had. Keep it. Yeah.
Yeah.
My man.
And yeah, we know you guys still exist. You they, thems, and everything else.
Yeah.
Certainly
not going to listen to the.
We know you're out there.
That no.
But anyway, something I've been working on this past week, maybe last weekend too, is just a little because I'm addicted to these 1/18 Joy Toy figures because they're really cool. I bought some army builders. I have these two guys, and then I bought two of these. I have 2 or 3 different here now that he enlarged it. I have 2 or 3 different ones still coming, but these guys are like $20 each, and they have good articulation. They each come with guns. They look good. But they're 1/18 scale, and I've just been kind of messing around with some like sci-fi inspired diorama shit. And like basically one of the first things I ended up 3D printing off that was kind of a prototype for walls and then a floor. And yeah, so that's kind of fun. But I want to mess around with scaling it up to see how we could accommodate that into 1/12 stuff too. Yeah.
I was going to ask you what is the significance of the blue, but then you said prototype.
Yeah, that's just what filament I had hooked up in my Cobra 2 Max, so I used the blue. Yeah, no, there's no real need for the blue. It's just what I have, and it was already dry and cracking, and I didn't feel like opening any other filament up, so like, no, I just went with that. And then I have some different floor panels that I'm messing with.
Have you been able to use the ACE to maybe save some of those filaments?
No, I don't really think I'm going to be moving too much around the ACE right now. There's some stuff that kind of took precedent in my apartment, and so I don't know. We'll see. Also, I don't want to plug that into the same extension cord that I have the Cobra 2 Max in, and the whole reason that other shit came up in my apartment was because I was looking for an extension cord. And in the process of finding that, I found problems. So, yeah. But no, I think what I'm going to end up doing is just using, because the other thing is with the filaments that I got from Pantone, I'll probably use some of those for prototyping too. So between this dark blue, because I think I have more of this dark blue, but between this and then those, I'll probably use those for prototyping and maybe even use those on specific things so that I can better see. I can see quality, but I could also just look at it because the way I have it set up in Blender is everything's a different color as I'm modeling, so it like not all doesn't all blend together. But
pun intended.
Yeah. But yeah. So that's 𝗂𝗄.
Cool. So what are the walls? Are they just inspired by the figures, or are they just like sci-fi?
No, they're kind of just generic sci-fi walls.
Okay.
I'm really bad at like making patterns on walls that are just like not meant to really distract. So like I've kind of Googled sci-fi walls. I have some like making of art books of different video games, and I was hoping to see a little more inspiration in those, but I mean, I get why they don't go into like the architecture and everything like that. So some of them are more inspired by like Halo, where you have like the running lines going on.
Running riot.
This is another example that's definitely like a bit Halo-ish. But I also was looking at like the art book I have for Dead Space and Titanfall too, to see more of their kind of. I mean, Dead Space is a very mechanical engineering feel, like a very functional feel, and then like Titanfall 2 is more so aesthetic. Like part of the whole design going into Ishimura from Dead Space is making it feel like a practical vessel, and like it's an engineering ship. So I've been kind of considering things like that. This is like a bridge piece I made, and this is actually 3 different parts that slide together, and they're pretty tight, so I'm not going to pull them apart. But like this is a lot of it. This is a what?
And that's how you get clean print.
Yeah, this is a lot of. This is definitely more Dead Space feel, because they do a lot of like skeletal and Gothic kind of inspired architecture for the different areas of the ship and everything. So yeah, just kind of messing around with that. I was very briefly started looking into like more generic floor pieces for like ground, but then I just stopped because it's going to be really hard to sculpt non-geometric things, and this type like sci-fi stuff, specifically human-based, is very geometric. And then like if you ever played Halo or anything and you look at the UNSC versus the Covenant, very round organic shapes and forms, and then you get the very angular appearance that all the UNSC and human things have. So yeah,
You got me on that.
I mean it's
Played. I'm just not into the link.
yeah, no, it's just like a clash of forms and different concepts just to better represent like the 2 opposing factions. It makes a lot of sense, because if you go further in Halo and you look at something like the Prometheans or like the Forerunner, those get even more geometric, but it's prismatic, where they have just all these weird jutting angles and mixed with kind of organic forms. And I don't know, it's cool. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
That's all I got to say about that.
So what are your plans with the walls? Are you planning on doing more, or are you scaling them up, or
this is only a bit of what I've made. So like this is one of the small floor pieces. I have 2 or 3 other small squares like this. I have a long one that's basically just this, twice as long. And then I only have the 2 walls right now. This prototype of the wall actually has some different detailing on it, but I was kind of trying to figure out how shallow I needed to go, because I have all these little pieces of plastic that I kind of wanted to cut and give it almost like a glass appearance, as if it's like keeping different computing parts and whatnot behind. But I didn't go deep enough here, and I'm kind of figuring out how thick exactly layer lines are. So like this is like, it's only 2 layer lines thick. So it's just kind of some trial runs with this prototyping stuff, but I'm hoping that I can get some acrylic paints and paint this, because like a while ago you said that I should start photographing things, and I was like, yeah, I probably should. So yeah, I have like 2 corner pieces this size, and then I have one that's actually like it's basically like a whole end cap. Actually, it's right here. But yeah, and then I started making a terminal, but I took a break from that because the angle that sits at, and then just trying to figure out how that's going to work and kind of look futuristic and unique is difficult. But part of the whole process as I do this is working out a way to make them interlock and everything. And right now it's basically just using these little keys. I printed out 2 different sizes, so I have to see what works. But these little keys basically hold everything together because it's just static. And then wall should lock into this. So that's the floor key. This is a wall key that goes into the floor. It's really tight in there, so I'm not going to pull it out. But like basically, this is the right one. Like that's a bit of a layout right there.
Oh, nice.
Let me see if I can get something solid to actually put this on.
I was gonna say, Misty, the amount of programs out there to learn how to like do CAD or like Blender or stuff like that, all that stuff is free. You could just jump on it at any time. The other thing is the fun part about 3D printing is there's a lot of websites that offer free 3D models that you could download and print for yourself. And a lot of the modern printers, like as of right now, are good to go out of the box. So you don't have to learn how to tweak or do any of that stuff. So if you just wanted to explore different models there, that's the curiosity that got us probably more involved in figuring out trying to how to make our own stuff. So
yeah,
it's a slippery slope, but it's a lot of fun.
Blender is entirely free. SketchUp has free versions. I don't know exactly how much you could do with free versions, but that is basically a free software. There are other ones out there that are free, and then there are other ones that are cheaper, or they might be subscription based. I forget exactly, but I know that there are people who make like figurines and everything, but they use a tablet based software.
There's like Nomad Sculpt, and there's Plasticity.
Yeah, there are a lot of them. Blender is very strong. So in the gaming industry, they typically use ZBrush or Maya, and then Mudbox. And Blender basically keeps up with
free.
Well, Blender's free, but it basically keeps up with Maya. I forget. I want to say that Adobe owns Maya actually, and
out of us two, Misty, Matt is definitely the Blender Pro.
Definitely, yeah. I'm definitely, yeah. But so yeah, I mean, Blender's a free download. It takes computing power, so you're gonna want to make sure that you have the ability to run it, because especially when you have more complex models,
sculpting, yeah,
or when you have jersey walls that just have 20,000 polygons or vertices on them. Yeah,
I've actually gotten really good at that. So I use Blender mainly to put detail on my models, such as the jersey wall, such as the wood grain table, and basically just carve out like detail in it, basically. At first, I was pretty dumbfounded about like all the different settings on there and a little intimidated. But between Matt's help and the multitude of YouTube information out there, I was able to figure out how to. You basically want to make it so that it has so many polygons that you could draw on it, but then you want to go back and reduce it enough so it doesn't look like jagged squares, like it looks functional. Like
honestly, if you ever want to start 3D modeling, pick something you want to model, get a software, and make it. That's basically how it happened. The first thing I ended up making in Blender was a minigun, and it was a bitch. And I know so many ways that I screwed that up. And I know how much Blender has improved to facilitate a lot of the things that I had to do manually. So now it's automatically kind of does it just by clicking different snap functions, different abilities and modifiers that the program has. So, I mean, it's really the best way of doing it is just kind of deep diving and then forcing yourself to learn.
So going back to the comments over here on a Chromebook. So Chromebook has there's a Nomad Sculpt, which is like a mobile app only, and that's on use on Android and iPhone type apps. As far as money goes, you could look at 3D printers as much as like $200, I believe, but they do go on sale just before the holiday time, and they drop drastically, especially the older models. And now, if you were to look at an older model, you're still getting something fantastic out of the box.
Yeah. Even the Ender 3.
Yeah.
The Ender 3 base model is great.
How good are the $200 printers?
The Ender 3 is probably a $200 printer. I don't know what the V3KE runs. I forget. Maybe 350. But like the Ender 3 is great.
Whoa.
I have that thing running out the box. I haven't done any tweaks to it. And then if you're like Pete, you like to customize and do all these different upgrades on your own. I don't do that. I get really scared about doing anything like that. But like, I basically need to update the firmware on my Ender 3 so I can manually change the Z offset, and then I'll be good to go. I just get scared about doing anything like that.
You're talking about the base Ender 3, not the
the base. The base.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I figured out how to do. Actually, I need to do that for the V3KE because I love that.
These are all kind of. These are.
They're more affordable than you'd think, and they honestly the price has just gone down too because they figure out how to make them better and more efficiently.
Just about every year there's new model.
The CR10 I have over here, I never got that working, and everything I have since then, save the Cobra 2 Max, has been cheaper than it. But yeah, this is.
How much does the V3 SE go for?
$219.
I would suggest that one off the break. That is basically the KE. It's just using a different slicer model.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's out of the box. The Ender 3, Ender 3, I would recommend learning some basic engineering with that, just because it's not as fluid as like the later models.
See, even in my position, not speaking for Misty, like even the Ender 3 V3 with the 419 is like, all right, manageable. But I didn't realize stuff was under.
What the V3?
It's crazy because you could probably find coupons for this too. So even knock it down a little bit more, make it an even 2.
I was just reading how the listing was, Matt. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I can't ever say it correctly. You're fine.
Ender 3 V3, Ender 3 V3 SE. Oh, I guess that. Oh,
there's also an Ender 3 V3 KE.
Yeah, that's why I was like, what's just the V3?
Xbox One. Listen. This is like
Xbox,
when Kelly
Xbox Series X.
That's
Xbox.
exactly what I was about to bring
what
up.
you were saying. Okay.
Because Kelly and I were listing stuff on eBay. She's like, "Well, what does it work for?" I said, "It works for the Xbox Series S and X." All right, is that the Xbox One? No, that's Xbox. Back.
So, jumping back to
I'm glad you asked, Misty. Sorry, Matt.
Really? No, you're fine. I just wanted to finish what I'm saying. So basically, I have these standalone walls for like your normal floors, but then for like corners, I kind of have to do the floor the way the wall sits differently, so it just kind of has its own groove there. And because it can stand on its own with the corners, so that I just don't have any corner walls. I have an end cap wall that will fit on this, and it has a window in it, but I haven't printed it yet, and that's why I started my whole quest for a extension cord.
Yep. And then ruined the whole day. So
no, just was a big inconvenience. I had to open all these. I had to open like 10 Halo figures I didn't open, and then 2 whatever they're called, 𝗀𝗲𝗿 figures. And throw away the boxes and shit because everything's cool. But yeah.
So,
what are you working on?
What I'm working on, I'm always working on a bunch of shit. So I wanted to share this real quick. Let me see if I can bring this up.
Yeah, it showed pictures of everything, but it's on a different computer. So
this is the old picture, and the reason I want to show this is you could look at the paint. It wasn't easy to paint. I made some stencils to try to help make the lines as clean as possible, which they do look clean, but you can see like there's overspray in certain areas. They don't quite line up in other areas. The flooring itself was a pain in the butt because you have to alternate between the black and the white, and sometimes that bleed can get through. But I was recently talking to Chad about and you guys about the walls and maybe taking a different direction with it, and it worked out great. So what I wanted to share was the updated walls that we're working on. So they look exactly the same, except that's just a vinyl sticker there. And it's slightly recessed, so I know exactly where it goes and it lines up. We've also designed a base, so that'll help hold these walls together. There's no wiggle in it whatsoever, and this just kind of helps keep it tight side by side. The holes on the back are because we make magnetic products. So if you wanted to put like a payphone against that wall, or eventually down the line when we start designing like an AC unit or something like that, you could use a magnet to paste that into that using the peg system back there.
So what you're saying is it doesn't wiggle, it holds?
That's right. It does wiggle. This is the old floor that was just in that picture. To replace that, we are doing...
I don't know. I'm making it up as I go.
That would have been me.
So this is a vinyl sticker right here, and that's just going to go on top of a base wall. And the good thing about this is these are all designed at a 1/2 inch. So to make it as modular as possible, you could just jut it up against the wall there, and you can put it in any orientation that you want without having to worry about it. And they all pull apart. They all snap down, move pretty smoothly. I think last week I was showing off that I was looking for tolerances. And part of that reason is this is why. So that way you could easily take this stuff out if you need to. And then just pull it from the bottom. And the friction there basically holds it in place. So you have no issues with it. And when you're done taking your pictures or posing your items, you could collapse it and put it away. We noticed that like Extreme Sets is like a 2D object that is made to have depth. And then you have other items like the NECA walls, Wall XD, who are much more detailed with their items. And we're trying to look at that middle aspect where it's not not overly detailed, but not too detailed, but it's also not playing like a 2D set either. And we're trying to make it as modular as possible to make sure that you can capture the I guess picture that you're looking for. So I've designed windows, we've designed broken walls, and basically what I'm working on next is to try to see how long of a run I can get and how do those move around in that space. So hopefully next podcast, which will probably be another 2 weeks, I'll be able to show that off. Right now I have about 6 of these walls printed out. I want to print out more of these runs, but in a 3 run basically, so you can put 3 walls together. And try to show what the 2, the 1, and the 3 could do all together. So maybe we could do an alleyway or make a straightway with different building sizes, or just kind of show off the modularity of it all. Other than that, I've been posting a lot about the TV that we've been reworking. That's finally been completed. I found basically a way to key it in with Matt's help and kind of researching other methods online. And basically we went with a flat print here, and it keys in with rectangle keys on the inside. They're very small, but they work very well. So it keeps it nice and clean, the whole print. The only support I think I have is on the inside here, and it snaps out. But my thing was you can't have an ugly bezel because that's the part that everybody sees. Yeah. The other part of this is like the lights that we use for the phone booth are the same for the TV, these little ones. And so I designed the same circular hole for this. So they do just snap in there in place. Right. And then I designed, I think, 8 screens. So you could swap these out in that little channel. And then little rectangular top just pops right in, and there's your TV. And I think I'm going to do a like some bunny ears to go with this, just to kind of make it pop a little bit more. But then we have the back with the AV controls and the serial number.
Oh, that was the wrong button.
Oh,
that was the wrong button. I'm sorry.
Okay. And when you're done with it all, again, you could store it in the TV, pop out the light. Well, this is supposed to be a push button light. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but it's fine. let's see, it's pushing now. It's not pushing. So you just tap that right
I
there.
need satisfaction guaranteed.
Well, unfortunately, I don't make the lights.
Son of a bit. Oh yeah, okay, fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when you're done, you can just store everything inside the TV itself. So
I love it.
the other thing I've been working on was cemetery headstones, gravestones. So I tried to think of the most popular ones there. I'll start with the smallest first. So this is the Jean Grey one. It comes with a golden vinyl sticker on there, like a plaque.
She's gone.
To show Then the thing that I tried to do with these, we're trying to make them as symmetrical as possible. So that way, if you're not interested in Jean Grey, you can just reverse it and have it fill your background out. I also did Thomas and Martha Wayne. They both have similar headstones.
Tilt it.
Yep.
Why did you say that name? Why did you say that name?
Nice and clean. And these are all removable. So when you're done taking your photo, you can take them apart.
Or if you're morbid, leave them up.
Spider-Man slain by the hunter. Again, removable base.
About time.
And then lastly, the Electra one. Again, they're all reversible. Take it apart when you're done. Store it when you're finished. So TV, walls, floors, graves. The next thing I'm working on is the water tower. And I'm waiting. I got some more LED lights in. The description says USB. It shows a picture of a USB. And then it says 2 wires at the description. So when I got it, it was 2 wires. It wasn't a USB. So I have to return those too.
And where'd you order those?
AliExpress again.
Yep.
It's the only place that I could find these lights for $1.10, $1.20 versus.
Yeah, but how's the ratio? It's not too bad, right?
Versus $2.30 on Amazon.
Like of bad versus good stuff coming
It's so hard to find stuff on Amazon, honestly.
It's just I wouldn't say it's AliExpress's fault for sending the wrong item. It's just their description could use some work. And I know they have like subcategories where you can select the item that you want. And it doesn't detail that it doesn't come with a USB. It actually says USB 5-volt in the title there. And then like the one that said waterproof, you look at the categories and there's such a long list that at the very, very end, if you keep on scrolling, that's where you finally see the waterproof. So when I originally ordered them, it was just a plain light. And those prices have also doubled since then. So it's like, do you pay the $2.30 American for the plain lens, or do you go for the waterproof overseas? And then you got to wait 2 weeks. And
Yeah,
so that's where I'm at. But I think I found some. They're on sale right now because of Chinese New Year. $1.20. They should be here in a couple weeks. But I need this to be it because we're so close to the con. And I need to get started on these arcades.
Oh, shit. Yeah, February started.
Yeah.
It's March, right? Early March?
It's early April.
Okay.
Still, every week.
No, I know. Like it flies as it creeps up. It's like a creeper in Minecraft.
Can I make a political figure kind? So we
Jimmy
currently do customs, but
the late Jimmy Carter.
You can certainly take one of these and just flip them around and create your own.
Just use it with marker.
That's what my son did. Yeah.
Rest in peace, Jimmy Carter. That's all we're talking about here.
Yeah.
Okay, Hasbro. Will somebody explain to me what the hell's going on here?
What?
You guys shared the thing, and I watched the video, and I don't know. They apparently they're not making toys anymore. They're just going to be an IP factory.
Oh, I don't really know enough about that to really go into it. It was more so like a what?
Oh, did I send that or did Matt send that?
I don't remember.
Well, I got more information on that anyway. I had a conversation with Chad about it, and basically, it's a bait title. It's basically them talking about shifting away from action figures or more like licensed figures. But they have their own licensing. So they also do G.I. Joe. They do Transformers. I don't think the Marvel stuff is going anywhere anytime soon. Those are huge money makers for them. But I believe any of the other stuff, I wouldn't be surprised if Ghostbusters falls off. I don't know how popular that is, but
depends how they keep making movies. That's what helps reinvigorate it.
It would be interesting to see how that does, because all I have to go off by is the Pulse stuff that keeps getting funded. Past that, I'm not really sure. I don't know.
The Power Rangers line. Well, I think Power Rangers got botched a little bit. So when they released their first wave, they looked great, but they didn't do a good job on the head sculpts. And I know I had some QC issues with the Power Ranger stuff when I bought them. And then maybe 5-6 months later, they released like their like remasters of those original figures. So it was like a really quick turnaround. And even those were lacking because they didn't include a Jason head on the red figure. They didn't do the looks that we're accustomed to. And but these were more fleshed out. And it's like, do you want to buy a second figure of a figure that you already bought? You know,
I feel like Power Rangers, big line Power Ranger stuff like Hasbro makes is meant for kids.
What?
Well, like the Hasbro figures, I feel are geared towards kids because that's the biggest market that watches Power Rangers. I know there are adult people who read comics and actually follow the lore and everything beyond that, but they're marketing these figures, and generally a lot of the toys, maybe outside of Marvel, and then I guess maybe some of the Black Series, most of that stuff is geared towards kids. But like, well, I don't know.
My draw to the whole thing was the Green Ranger storyline. I'm sure everybody else could probably agree with me on that, where you had like this Power Ranger who infiltrated as their friend and turned out to be the villain, and they're like fighting their own. And at the very end of the saga, he becomes their friend. And then recently, in the last 5-10 years, that they did a multiverse line with that, where the Green Ranger on a different universe was successful in taking down the Power Rangers, and then used that power to hunt down the Rangers on different universes. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, the point I was trying to make is that I think Mezco and other companies that also make Power Ranger stuff, it's definitely geared more towards the collectors. Like, I think there is kind of a lack of Power Ranger stuff outside of the Hasbro lines, and then Mezco, and then the 1/6 stuff that's by Damn Toys, maybe? I forget who does those. Oh, Joel fell over. Cool.
I'm not worried about it because I feel like there's Jada Toys, there's Jazzwares. Those, I feel like they could knock those out the park.
I also don't think about Power Rangers, so.
Were you gonna play the video?
What?
I mean, do you want me to? I didn't want to.
No.
I'll see it.
You didn't watch it?
Yeah, sure. No, I didn't watch it.
Oh.
Announcement from Diamond Comics and Collectibles that they're filing a Chapter 11 bankruptcy. This is kind of like I've been talking about ever since the Toys R Us debacle, where they folded underfronted items and toys. This is kind of almost something similar that I predicted. A lot of these major toy companies are going to bow out of trying to actually make toys. And Hasbro, of all people, has announced that they are going to do that. They're going to stop making action figures per se, and they want to be an intellectual property or an IP holding house and farm out all their IPs to independent local toy makers, which is going to probably end up becoming a bigger problem because then now you're going to give all the factories the upper hand because they will have the resources, the money, the lawyers, and everything to control the whole process. I've already seen this happen with the toy company as we speak. They are in litigation now with the factory who is actually trying to steal their molds. So once again, people, the toy industry in 2025 is about to take a major, major hit.
Where's your sources?
Yeah, what he's about to go off.
I'm referring to. Here's an article right here
Oh.
where Hasbro has already announced they're going to be trying to go into IPs more than making toys, as well as a couple other insiders have already started a trend.
What?
Was that a Reddit? It said R action figures.
It was
Yeah,
it was something
Talk
shared
about
on
the
Reddit.
same
Yeah.
thing as of January 29th. So like I said, this thing is popping off.
It's an action figure insider website.
If you're over 30 and you're white, stop saying popping off, please. God damn it.
What?
Very quickly.
Stop it. This thing's popping off.
I'm about to pop off, you son of a bitch.
Well, don't say it.
Philly. If you're from Philly, you should be able to say popping off.
Do you hear me
What
fucking
are you talking
saying
about?
it?
I mean, I haven't hung out with you that much.
What if you're talking about vodka and you say pop off vodka?
We don't talk about pop-off vodka, sir.
I just did.
Ugh. Oh, no.
What if you have a lid and you're like running through a theater and you're like, oh my God, I can't keep the lid off. It's popping off.
No, it's not popping off
Gotcha,
because you
Dan.
can't get it off, jackass. That's not popping off. That's the opposite.
The carbonation is making it come off.
And you're going to see throughout 2025 who are the mainstayers and who are not, and when it comes to the toy industry and action figures itself.
Mr. Dupree, by the way, I was being sarcastic.
All right, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed.
Okay, so I still don't understand what's happening.
Well, he also saves himself by saying per se, because people have tried to call him out in some of the comments. And he said, no, he said, yeah, he's saying allegedly.
Because all I could find was that Reddit link and the same link.
There are other things that suggest they're trying to move the shift in content and whatnot that looks like they're trying to make a financial shift, because in all reality, their stuff's made in China and tariffs are going to fuck everybody. So there might be some legitimacy to it in like a financial sense. So I don't know.
It's a stupid question. Is it too much to invest in your own infrastructure to create your own factories here in the U.S.? Keep costs down?
So then I'm going to ask a really stupid. Go ahead, Matt. Sorry.
One of the problems he said is then the factories have control over everything because the small man can't do anything at that point.
So you're saying, for instance, again, the Hasbro Ecto-1, they'll design it here and then ship it out?
Well, it's not made here. It's not manufactured here.
Oh.
It's like horrible bosses. They want to make the shower pal here or the shower buddy here, but he gets it. He names it the shower pal, and then he's like, "No, it's going to be manufactured in China for a fraction of the cost."
Call me ignorant. I just assumed.
His name is Chris Cox.
Chris Cox. Well, that's the end of the game there.
𝗖cie 𝗽𝘆𝗿𝗵𝘁.
𝗖cie𝗽𝗆𝗆. Does that count for toys? Because apparently that's coming back. Ecto Cooler.
The Management Transformers toy brand, the Power Rangers brand, where Hasbro will not be making their toys anymore.
I got to start making videos of just people. What?
Hasbro's gonna basically have Playmates make some of their licenses.
Don't they own? They don't own Playmates?
Oh, I guess not. They license production out to Playmates for like Power Rangers.
I didn't know Hasbro owned the IP for Power Rangers. I knew they did G.I. Joe and Transformers, but and to be fair, they're.
In all honesty, there could be good things. If this is the truth, there could be good things that come out of this too, because we could see like, this is a third party. Or not a third-party company that's making this Optimus Prime. But this is a very different Optimus Prime than what we see from Hasbro. So in some ways, it could be potentially good because we'll get to see different takes on things. We could actually see quality improvements. Let's be optimistic in some ways. Let's say Playmates does do the Power Rangers line, and they're like, you know what, we want to kick ass on this, and they make awesome Power Ranger figures or something like that. I don't know.
Although Playmates has my heart with nostalgia, they have not changed or took a step in the modern direction.
I know. Well, that's why I kind of laughed when I saw it at first. But like, if they are, let's say they are doing kind of what Marvel did, what happened with Marvel after it got bought out by Disney in terms of comics. Disney didn't give a shit about the comics with the selection of titles, I think. But like, they didn't want to maintain the comic end of the business, so they sold off, or they didn't sell off, but they basically expanded the licenses so that other people from like IDW and other smaller non-Marvel or DC writers, basically other writers could do things with characters that they normally wouldn't be able to get to because Disney didn't give a shit about the Marvel Comics end. And in some ways, like, this looks kind of like that. And I don't know. I mean, maybe this is a chance for another studio to come out and show that they can actually make good figures. Like, let's say Power Rangers does do really well under Playmates, and other licensors notice, and then suddenly Playmates starts getting other licenses, and it helps Playmate as a company because they get a chance to mess around with something that they normally wouldn't be able to do. I don't know. I mean, in some ways it's weird, but like it's not like figurines are going out anywhere.
Right.
They're still going to exist. They're still going to be made. It's just a question of how's the quality going to change. And like, I don't really buy that much Hasbro stuff, so
it's crazy though. Like with all the other stuff going on, like, you still threw a clickbait title in. Like, can you?
That's all anyone fucking does anymore. Everything's clickbait.
I get it.
Fucking pisses me off.
I mean, I have it.
I get it. You want people to watch, right?
I want people to be honest.
Yeah. Well, that's what the video is for, I guess.
I want attention spans to be better. I want people to be more willing to actually partake in discussion. And I don't know.
Oh, you want discussion? That's odd.
I don't know. I'm asking a lot, man.
You're asking a lot for people. I mean, for instance, I'm not going to get into the nitty gritty on it. I've actually deleted Twitter off my phone. It's gone. I'm only using. In fact, I'm deleting my main account at the beginning of March, and I'm just
get banned.
I mean, I tried. Elon's not banning anybody, but he also won't turn on my original accounts. That's
I get you banned.
Man, go for it. But I've asked, without mentioning specific, someone explain to me why certain things that are going on right now, why they are good. Tell me why I'm wrong, and tell me like I'm a child, because I don't understand.
Well, the Terminids and the automatons weren't enough of enemy factions in Helldivers, so they had to bring the Illuminate in. It was also something that people expected from the first game.
Yeah,
so.
But if we're gonna play the game, tell me why. Tell me why, and it just turns into insults. And where I have gone off the deep end for people that I think I care about, they don't return the favor. So I was like, okay, we're done. I'm done with the app. I'm done with Twitter. You go fuck yourself. Not playing the game anymore.
Well, that's the thing with everything, man. I mean, like, you have to want to learn, like, to accept the conversation. It's like a recovering
both ways, man.
No. I used to drink a lot when I was younger, and used to party really hard. And a lot of people thought I had a problem. And it wasn't until I was honest with myself, where I was willing to accept any kind of change, that, I changed my entire personality. I went from this aggressive drinking, partying guy to, like, it's mellow, just leave me alone. Like,
it's true. You used to be cool. No.
I told my son, I was like, man, there's all these pictures of me, like, in bands and stuff, and now I'm not doing shit.
I'm kidding.
Now I'm playing with toys.
Well, like,
I really gave it a shot. I was like, if we're gonna do this for years, okay, then
for 8 years.
For 4 years.
Hey! He hasn't written the executive order to add a third term.
Do you know how many times? Do you know how many times, Dan? Do you know how many times I type these paragraphs of responses?
Yeah, I know.
I'm just
I know.
Delete.
I know. And this time it was with a. By the way, if you're going to insult fat people, not that it doesn't bother me. I'm fat. I get it. Perhaps don't be the owner operator of a restaurant that makes the fattiest sandwich in the country, a cheesesteak. I'm talking to you, Mike. I'm going to admit your last name. Just saying. But it was the last straw for me. I just like, there is no discussion. I really tried, Matt. I tried.
I saw something from Lewis Black the other day where Netflix is actually having their writers include dialogue for characters.
Yes, I saw this.
Where they're going to describe what they're doing so that people who are just, like, fucking around on their phone will still know what's going on. I mean, one, just turn on the hearing impaired assisted thing. Two, just pay attention to the fucking thing or don't watch something.
It very much reminded me of 60s Batman comic book where but or even into the 80s where he's climbing up the side of the building or prowling the night, he's giving you a running commentary as it's happening. Not all of them, but a lot of times. As I climb into the window, I look at it's like that. I'm like, that's for the comic. I don't want it on the show. That's the whole fucking point.
It's kind of ironic also because I'm, like, honestly, a lot lately, I really want movies to not tell me. So, like, I'm like, Dune does a really good job. There's so much subtext going on in Dune with political struggles and then the way that people interact and even just the way that they present themselves and just go through normal gesticulations. there's meaning and meanings within meanings of everything. And that's one of the things that I love about the novel Dune. The only way to really capture that would be if they did a Game of Thrones type series, which is what Villeneuve should have done.
Yeah.
But,
They have one.
no. I want Dune should have been a series like Game of Thrones, not Dune Prophecy. Dune Prophecy, I'm pretty sure, is based off Richard Hebert's prequel novels that kind of explain the Butler and Jihad, the formation of the Bene Gesserit, and all the other things.
It's okay.
What?
I've heard it's okay. I've heard it's good.
It's probably not bad. I mean,
Yeah.
HBO typically does a good job with their shows. It's probably based off the stuff that Frank Hebert's son wrote, supplemental material afterwards. Because and I've said it before, but Dune takes so far ahead into the future, and it's a safe place because Frank Herbert was like, I can just reset everything. This is the way things are, and nobody will question it. And then his son was like, well, in case you do question it, I'm going to write some books for cash.
Listen, it's his kid. It's his dad.
No, I know it also, honestly, it actually strained their relationship as he was growing up because his dad was so focused on the books, like Dune, and then the subsequent novels that follow it absorbed Frank Herbert, and there were actually some problems in the household because, well, I don't know exactly how much of an issue there was domestically, but it definitely led to some estrangement between him and his father. And Richard didn't come to I think it's Richard. He didn't.
I'll take care of it. I'll look it up in a second.
His son didn't come to really understand it till later in life. So,
when did Frank pass away?
I don't remember.
How old was children? I don't think it's Richard. I think it's Brian or Bruce.
Frank Herbert. I keep saying the wrong name. There's a reason.
Well, I'm saying his son. There's Brian or Bruce. Penny is the other kid. Is his daughter. I think it's Frank. Sorry, I think it's Brian. Brian has a bunch of books attributed to him.
Okay, so yeah, sorry, I've been using the wrong name for weeks now.
Sorry. It's okay. We got the point. Stop it! Stop humming! Stop it!
Anyway, the whole reason I bring up
attention span thing.
The whole reason I brought this up is
watch Game of Dune.
What?
Game of Dunes.
I'm gonna mute you in a second.
That's what this is.
Matt's actually having a true conversation. You're cutting him off. Shut up.
No, humming.
No, but I actually want more things that don't tell you everything that's going on. Like No Country for Old Men. Dan finally watched it.
Oh my god!
So much of it is subtext and understanding just through what characters are doing, what their motivations and everything are.
I like
being able to not have everything told to me and having to process movies.
Where I watch a movie the entire time like this.
Or
and don't move. Don't touch the phone. I never touched the phone. It looked shit up to while I was just.
You need to watch There Will Be Blood, dude.
I drink your milkshake.
So fucking good. You don't even appreciate why that's great. But
no, I don't. I know the reference because it's used a lot. But
yeah, it's so weird that it's
And that's the Riddler.
What?
That last scene.
Oh yeah, Paul Dano. Paul Dano.
Yeah, I haven't seen the scene. I've seen the stills. I'm like, oh, it's Paul Dano. I don't know what he said. Yeah, Kelly also said I have to see that. But no, that movie, just on a tangent for a second, No Country for Old Men was start to finish. Just
it's so
you have to pay attention because they're not going to hold your hand in this movie.
Yeah,
they're not going to help you.
Yeah,
so you've got to watch. And it was one of the best. It was one of the most beautifully shot, mixed audio wise, and this is one of the best movies ever made. Cinematically, it's just a goddamn masterpiece. I'll say it, masterpiece. I love movies where people in scenes just do things, and it's just the mix of when he's taking the screws off the heating vent and trying to get that money bag into the vents in that connect to the other room. It's just that. Oh god, fucking love that. But the attention span thing, I when I say I'm not doing this for, that's what I mean. I'm like, it's if you're not willing to have a conversation after this, all of this, if the jackboot fits,
eggs have to go up to $10 a dozen, and then we'll be able to have discussions.
I'm starting to think that won't even matter. I just think they want the supremacy and the what's the word? The totalitarianism. I think that's just what it is.
No, I think the last one is what ultimatum after supremacy.
Fuck you. I knew it. God damn it.
Oh my God.
You're not the first person to say that. No way.
You know what? I need like 7 more of these little knee pad things because I want to put them all on my fingers. Playing around with this thing. Yeah, let's change the subject because.
Oh my God, it's Jason Bourne.
Ladies and gentlemen,
let's Jason Bourne.
They have to get Howie back if he shuts the fuck up on his podcast, not bringing up stuff nobody wants to talk about.
Let's Jason Bourne.
There is going to be a third Gremlins. It's only been 50 years in the making.
Yep.
I'm excited. The one time I liked Hulk Hogan growing up is in Gremlins 2 when they're trying to watch that movie and he just turns around. He cuts a promo. We're trying to watch a movie, dude. And they're like, oh, so sorry. And I loved that second one. I know people are like, it's a crap sequel. It's not. It's fun. It's a kid's movie. Stop it. But that first one terrified me as a young kid. I think I was 3 when that.
The first one scared me too when I was a kid.
That's got scared. It's rough.
Like, how is it not scary to see a gremlin with all these little things popping off its back as it melts in the sun?
Yeah,
it's horrifying.
Did you see all the things they cut from that movie, the first one?
Oh God, yeah.
I just saw it maybe 2 days ago. Apparently, the teacher's death was much more horrific. Like, they actually showed the body with all the syringes in it.
Yep.
And then the mother was originally supposed to die. So she had stabbed a gremlin in the chest in that movie. And then I guess the gremlin got its revenge and got her back pretty horrifically. Yeah. But I love the first one. To me, it was like dark comedy, like super dark.
It's like Evil Dead kind of dark. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is one of the few movies that I get to play at during Halloween and Christmas. So.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah. We
drink. How is it not multiplying? It's drinking.
We do that at the house. So like every October, I pick like a set of movies to watch for the Halloween holiday, and then Layla will pick that, and I'll kind of throw some Gremlins in there or something.
Matt, the movie's 42 years old. Let's not question the lore now, okay? Come on.
God, is it 42?
It was 84. No, yeah, it's 40. It's not 42. It's 40. I added the wrong way. Same year as Ghostbusters, 84.
To me, this was beautiful. I mean, the
by the way, this is a Peter Gabriel song in the scene.
The puppets that they used for the Gremlins here were just fantastic.
And they said they're going with puppets. They're not doing all CG. The main characters are going to be puppets.
Well, I don't mind. They did a little CG for the second movie, right? But it was just enough. Yeah, but yeah. As long as they do something like that, I'm fine with that. I like the second movie too. It was silly, but it's still terrifying.
Good. Do you have cable? HBO. There is a good example of what I'm talking about, where it's not CG. A good mix of CG and lifelike. In Afterlife, when the terror dog is in the Walmart and he's eating the dog bag. Ghostbusters Afterlife. Sorry, Afterlife. And Paul Rudd's walking through trying to get out, and he sees this terror dog eating through a dog food bag, and the terror dog pulls his feet out, his head out, and looks up at him. That was not CG. That was old school. Right. And I was like, that's awesome. Well,
even when they made episode 7 of Star Wars, they went back to a lot more practical effects. Actually, what? They did.
No, I was laughing at the link you sent.
It's Gremlins.
I know.
No, actually, I didn't watch it, but in the Skeleton Crew, Star Wars Skeleton Crew, that giant spider thing on the hill, that's practical effects. It took 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Get that thing. Yeah, that's like I saw some video behind the scenes. That giant weird thing that like screams at them. That's a mixture of practical effects when you like see it crawling.
And you know what? You're talking about practical Yoda. He replaced it on the Blu-rays. It's CG.
And
In episode 7, it's episode 1 where Yoda's used. They it was originally a puppet again. They replaced it with CG. Should I play this with sound or what?
How is this?
Portuguese Gremlins. I don't know.
𝗬𝗂𝗰𝗵𝗁.
Knee-high mischief.
Pete, you know it yet?
I don't know what's happening. What the fuck is going on?
It's from Community.
I know, but why?
Because there's an episode in season 6 where Albert and Annie are watching it.
How do I not remember this?
I'm done.
Do they have any weakness? You know, and then he's a fucking shotgun.
I do like it just blown away.
Oh my god! So when
Now,
this gets pulled, we know why.
I thought there was no, because most companies other than WWE will just say copyright, that's ours, but you can keep your video up. WWE's like, take it down. Was there not a Gremlins cartoon on Netflix? Am I missing this?
HBO.
Okay, so has anybody seen it? Like, what? I haven't seen anybody talk.
I mentioned it briefly. I started it. Yeah.
Know what this is? Anybody talking about this?
I don't. It didn't hold my attention enough to finish it.
I don't know about this.
The animated one. Yeah.
I kind of like that. Okay, I hit that one button.
NECA actually makes like an 18-inch, like almost life-size version of the Spider Gremlin.
I have Mohawk and then like a couple of the Ultimate Gremlins.
Dun, dun, dun,
And
dun,
Ultimate Gizmo.
dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, Gremlins was never my thing.
We're just concerned.
America is our species' chance for a new beginning.
All right, I've changed my mind, dude. I changed my mind.
For the usher in the end of the world. Again?
Welcome to San Francisco.
Whoa.
Stick with me, kids.
You okay? I've been having these dreams about my mom. Find me in America. I sound crazy.
Prophetic dreams are probably the least crazy thing we've come across in a long time. We have to figure out what's going on here. That means running towards the scary stuff.
The chaos, the fear. Gizmo is one of us. No!
San Francisco and everyone in it is in danger.
What?
Worrying
Oh, the original director.
Involved?
is all around us.
We're not going to abandon Gizmo.
Just fucking kill Gizmo.
Hurry!
No.
Sometimes endangered species need to be wiped out, dude.
I don't know. I've only been in America a week.
The Wild Batch. That's it. You know what? I think I'm going to watch that after the stream. I kind of liked that trailer. Go check out where I can't read. Got to check out Where Did the Gremlins Go? Song by Nick Lut.
Where did all the Gremlins go? It has to be that.
That was pretty cool. I didn't know that was a thing.
That looks really dumb.
Well, yeah, it does look dumb, but so is the second movie. It's dumb. Gremlins Wild Batch.
I don't know. I have limited tolerance for dumb things, and it has to be like the right kind of dumb. Like the A-Team movie is the right kind of dumb. I fucking love that movie. It's the right kind of dumb.
Were you a fan of the movie Kung Pao?
Back in the day, yes. When I was like in high school, Enter the Fist, yeah.
Yeah.
My name is Betty.
See, I think that's a piece of shit.
I haven't watched it.
that
I fucking hate that movie.
I haven't watched it in 20 years, so I don't know if I'll still laugh. I might laugh out of nostalgia and because the woman has one boob, but other than that, I'm probably not going to laugh at much of it. I might be like, holy shit, what the hell?
Also, I hated Napoleon Dynamite, and the fact that there was a character called Pedro in it. It's like trying to get out and you keep getting sucked back in. Hey, you haven't seen Napoleon Dynamite? Vote for Pedro.
But John Grease is amazing in it. He's like, I bet you I could throw a football over them mountains. And like, he's like, hey, watch this. And they fucking frisbees a steak into John Heater's face, which they actually did. And like, they had to do it in basically one take, and it fucking hurt him a lot. He had to stay in character.
I remember seeing that the first time, hating it. Seeing it a second time, going, oh, I really like this. And then watching it a third time, going, I hate this again. And I never watched it again.
There's actually like a B movie that's only like 18 inches long. I forget. It's all black and white. Made at the same time.
18 inches long or minutes?
No.
You said inches.
Sorry, I was thinking, my brain was still stuck in scale talking about the spider gremlin thing from before. Sorry.
I was legitimately, I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I said the entirely wrong like unit of measurement.
Parsecs and whatever.
Yeah, yeah, like the thing with the parsec and that post, and then I was like, aren't parsecs lengths of time?
Oh wait, is it a length of time?
I thought so.
Yeah.
I mean, he completed the Kessel Run in
12 parsecs. That's like seconds.
Yeah, it has to be something. So
okay, yeah, you confused me. Well,
but like, apparently, I don't know, nerds.
I thought parsecs are a measurement of distance, and then he said 12 parsecs, and it's like confusing because it's not a unit of time in the Star Wars.
Okay, I knew there was some issue with it, and I couldn't remember what it was because like I'm not very into Star Wars. What?
You just blew my fucking world apart, Pete.
Oh, it is a length.
It's a length, not of time.
Okay. I knew there was a problem with it. I couldn't remember what it was.
I think they've tried to fix it or fixed it in the Han Solo movie.
Where he shoots second.
It's apparently real. Astronomers use that to measure distance between stars. Fucking hell. Okay, well.
Why are we not talking about the fact that NASA actually had a satellite go to an asteroid and collect samples off it and bring them back and show that it has like a significant fraction of the body building blocks of life? Like it has all the amino acids and DNA.
On fire?
Listen,
I'm just saying.
I watched Interstellar 2 weeks ago, man.
Here, I'm gonna look this up and Google. NASA brings back stuff from asteroids. Let's see if that works.
Actually, what's really funny about Interstellar is he's watching a video in the future. Well, like not in the future, but like in relative time. It's years later. But they were talking about naming their son. His name is Coop. Matthew McConaughey's name he goes by Coop. So you'd think his name is Cooper. They were thinking about naming the son Coop after the father. Matthew McConaughey's first name is something else. Like it's like William Cooper or something. So this kid's name would have been Cooper. like
Mario.
No one, what the fuck are you doing?
At least it's not Seacrest.
Scientists report asteroid samples found by NASA hold the building blocks of life and the remains of an ancient water world. Researchers reported in the journal Nature. This evidence means asteroids may have planted the seeds of life on our planet. NASA's OSIRIS-REx spacecraft brought back more than 4 ounces of pebbles of dust from an asteroid named Bennu that is nearby Earth. Experts say this type of research can help scientists gain understanding of Earth's origins.
More like bend you over a barrel and show you the 50 states. Bringing it back to horrible bosses. Let's go back to like the topic of the podcast. We've digressed horribly. Sorry, everybody.
Nosferatu. I'm so excited for this movie.
After you watched it?
I did watch it. I did.
How was it?
I said I was excited for it, and then I watched it, and that excitement went away.
It's Robert Eggers that did it. And
so this is nominated for 4 Oscars.
Do you like Dragon Dick at the end of it?
No, my problem with it, and this
please
is
be spoiler free as possible.
This is how I retroactively fucked myself, right? So I recently watched Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Well, there's your fucking.
And this is almost beat for beat.
What did you think, Nosferatu?
I'm not done yet. So I was like, oh shit, Nosferatu. Bram Stoker ripped off Nosferatu because I thought Nosferatu had predated Bram Stoker, but it's actually the other way around. Bram Stoker predates Nosferatu, and Nosferatu ripped off Bram Stoker. And if you look at the movie and what's about, the only things they changed were the names and the location that it happened in. But the book and the movie is exactly the same, which is why they released Bram Stoker's Dracula to make the movie based on the book. And when I went to see this, I was like, oh shit, it's a rehash. It's like it's beat for beat. They have the crazy guy in the cell. I mean, he's a Romanian descendant vampire. Lily Rose Depp surprised the fuck out of me. She's fantastic. I was not expecting that from her.
Who knew she'd be a chip off the old block there?
You'd be surprised. There's a lot of nepotism out there that doesn't really work out.
No, that's true. Like her friend. So you weren't aware of what this? That's interesting.
I was not.
I'm kind of blown away by that admission. I would have kept that to myself.
No, beat for beat, Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah.
So Nosferatu is an unauthorized adaptation of Bram Stoker's novel Dracula.
However, this version credits Bram Stoker.
Bram Stoker.
Stoker.
We're not stroking. We're stoking.
Stroke it to the east and stroke it
to the west. Yeah, stroke it
to the girl that I love best.
It's kind of funny that Nicholas Hoult is kind of having a comeback. I think like one of the first things I've really seen him in that I recognize him was when he played Beast in X-Men First Class. But then he had kind of like his own little slew of movies because like women thought he was like attractive and stuff. So like he was in Jack the Giant Slayer, and then that zombie movie Warm Bodies. But like I recently rewatched Mad Max Fury Road, and I was like, you know what? I need to give this guy more credit because he fucking goes all out as Nox, the war boy, or Nux, and like I don't know.
So before you diverge too hard, I will say this movie was easier to follow than the Keanu Reeves, Winona Ryder, Gary Oldman classic, in my opinion. The 90s vibe of that Bram Stoker's Dracula, I was like, what the fuck is going on?
To be fair, you have
the problem is the decade that was made.
Yes, right. I was gonna say you have Francis Ford Coppola making a Dracula remake, technically almost a dead-on adaptation in 92. I don't know. We argue about that all the time, Matt. What year is it?
Now, they also showed the deaths, which were much more gruesome in this, but they didn't show. It wasn't gore. It was like subtle horror, but you got the gist of what the fuck was happening, which was great. Which really I thought was a nice touch. Now, if you try to ask me who did it better, Gary Oldman or why is his name leaving my head right now?
Answer.
Why can't I think of his name?
Holt.
No, not Holt. It was Skarsgård.
Oh, Skarsgård. Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
that's tough. That is fucking tough. I love Gary Oldman. I love Gary. I was screaming from the mountains and tell you my love for Gary Oldman. But the voice that Skarsgård was able to pull out of his asshole, the look that he was able to embody there
out of his asshole.
Yeah.
Honestly, Skarsgård pulls a lot of the stuff out of nowhere. He really tries to get immersed. Like, look at him in The Crow. Like,
which is why I want to see The Crow. I want to see The Crow.
It's why, like, he's also another weird one. Like, he gets fully immersed in the shit. The Crow, this, like, I don't know. It's weird.
Get fully immersed in something and not get shot.
Okay.
That was the line. Okay.
Alec Baldwin was just keep Alec Baldwin away from him.
Yeah. No, it's not recoverable. It's over. The moment is gone.
I honestly just didn't know what you were talking about.
I was talking about Brandon Lee.
Yeah, I didn't realize he died by being shot.
On set of the movie.
On set in the movie.
Yeah.
During the shooting of Crow, it's during the scene where he gets shot at the table. Somebody fucked that up.
That's
yeah. Hey, did you know the guy that gets killed by the Crow in the original Crow in the car?
I never saw the Crow.
Oh, really?
in the original Crow, the guy that's like, "We killed you, man. You're dead," and he just launches him off the dock. That's the guy in the Warriors that goes, "Come out and play,
Yeah.
Warriors. Come out and play,
Warriors.
Warriors."
Yeah. So back to Nosferatu. I fucked it up for myself. Fantastic movie. Still, go watch it.
I kind of this blew my mind that I just thought that was I blown my mind. I didn't know you didn't know that.
I think the only Robert Eggers movie who directed that. I think the only one that I've seen by him was The Northman, which was fucking terrible.
I read an interview about him. He was just like, well, shooting cars sounds so terrible, and cell phones and blah blah blah. This is a droll. I was like, oh, he's pretentious as fuck, isn't he? He doesn't want to do movies made in the modern times. Apparently.
I don't know. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, because especially looking at cell phones fucking ruin movies and shit. Because anytime you need, especially like horror or thriller or suspense, you need to manufacture a reason that the cell phone doesn't work. And cell phones work 90% of the time.
You can make a whole franchise on it, like Scream.
In Afterlife, I was always like, why are they just picking up the cell phone? What the hell's going on here?
Seriously, cell phones kind of ruin things. That's a reason, like, you see a lot of stuff. I mean, partially nostalgia, but that works because cell phones weren't work. Yeah, The Lighthouse is I have The Lighthouse. I have not watched it yet.
I was just about to say, Willem Dafoe was fantastic in that movie. Aaron Taylor.
I'm not going to judge you for that. I still have a pile of movies I haven't watched. I did get through the Blair Witch box set today. Very happy.
I did feel bad for Nicholas Holt's character just because he felt like fodder throughout the movie.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
he was, right? He fucking was. He's a puppet the entire time.
Yeah.
Well, like, now you're spoiling. The movie's still new. People haven't seen it.
I mean, the book has been out
like 200 years old.
It doesn't matter.
Bram Stoker's Dracula came out in the 90s.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. It's 1897.
The original movie came out in the 1920s.
Wait, what character does he play?
Who?
Is he playing
Willem Dafoe?
Actually, what's funny is Nicholas Hoult plays
Keanu Reeves.
Renfield. He plays
that's
Renfield.
right. He's Renfield in
the movie Renfield.
Renfield, yeah.
Yeah. With Nicolas Cage as Dracula.
I still have not seen that.
I don't have any concern or interest in it.
Oh gosh.
Honestly, I don't watch horror movies. I'm interested in Sinners. Sinners looks fucking
Parker. Jonathan Harker is the character his Nicholas Holt's character is based on from the Bram Stoker novel. I couldn't remember the name.
Looks phenomenal.
Sinners looks so fucking good.
I showed Kelly that trailer the next day. I was like, "You gotta fucking I'm in."
Yeah,
I'm in on this.
I don't watch horrors, but I'm like, this looks so fucking cool.
No, that's really different. Cool. I tell you what,
I saw the movie Us in theaters too, and I thought that was fun.
The Blair Witch Project kind of still holds up, like even after the game is up. Did I ever tell you that story, Pete?
No, but it's funny that you mentioned Blair Witch because I just brought it up today.
The first time I saw it, like you'd heard the news about it, but I didn't see it in theaters. But Showtime aired a block of, they had this mockumentary called The Burkittsville 7, followed immediately by The Blair Witch Project. Bad idea, because that documentary is like, there's an actor in it that literally, I keep forgetting his name, that shows up like a year later in CSI and is on it for 13 years. So I'm like, oh, and also credits. But you watch this documentary and you're going, this is terrifying. Why have I never heard this? And then the movie plays, and you know how the movie ends. I'm assuming you've seen that at least, Pete.
Yeah.
I'm alone on a weekend at my house because my stepfather and mom down the shore, the street light out front is broken. The lights are off in the house, and the dogs are next to me. And I'm like, we're staying here the rest of the evening. This is how we're sleeping. That's terrified the hell out of me. And then 2 months later, I was like, oh, it's not real. Well, that's good. And then me and my 5 friends went to see Blair Witch 2 to theaters, and we were the only 5 people in it.
It's so fun to watch movies when you're the only person in the theater.
I like that movie. And when I say that, people go, "You're stupid." And I'm like, well, that's the movie you're going to say I'm stupid about? Okay. Well, let me tell you about a few more.
Let me say about that.
It's the first time Blair Witch 2 got released on Blu-ray HD. So it looks great. There's actually supplemental. The only thing that upset me is that Joe Berlinger is the one who directed the second one. There's a whole other cut. They did the whole movie and then the studio step and did all these changes to it. I'm like, well, now I want to see his version because it plays off of being tricked into thinking the first one is a real movie. Like it lives in that. It's supposed to live in that Wes Craven Scream New Nightmare reality where is it reality or is it not reality? Do these things exist or not? And they completely fucked it. There was no gore in it. They added gore after it. They shot a bunch of stuff without him and added blood and gore to it. And I'm like, well, now I want to see Berlinger's version. So let's go.
So segueing into horror a little bit more, what do you guys think about Matthew Lillard coming back for Scream 7?
Well, that was the next thing I was going to bring up. That's perfect.
Perfect.
I never saw Scream, so
I haven't seen past the third one. I don't know.
Okay.
Tell me, sir.
I actually saw the reboot, so I thought it was great. It was more of a legacy sequel kind of thing.
I was going to say, is it a reboot, or are they kind of just connecting it?
Yeah. So the two girls are like the daughter of Billy Loomis, essentially, and I don't think it matters, but basically those actresses no longer are associated with the movie because of the whole Palestine-Israel conflict.
Yeah. Way saying it Safeway. Good job.
Yeah. So they are trying to salvage the movie, and I guess Matthew Lillard was now coming back to it. Nev Campbell and Courtney Cox have already showed up in the movies. So has David Arquette. He's already in the movie. So it doesn't seem out of the question to bring him back. Same with Skeet Ulrich. He was in the movie. The only thing is, I really enjoyed those actresses, Melissa Barrera, I want to say, and Jenna Ortega. It's going to be interesting to see how they move past that into complete legacy again. So
I have an idea.
I don't think I'm that interested in the legacy characters, to be honest.
I have an idea. Just bring them back because that was really stupid. Not going to get into. I'm not going to go further than that. Come on.
Well, apparently the comment didn't sit well with the director, who I think is,
I hear you, but I have a more important question. Okay, Pete, is Jay and Silent Bob coming back? Scream 7. They're in Scream 3.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, there's a cameo in Scream. Come on.
No,
I'm disappointed.
I didn't see the Hayden Panettiere one. I vaguely remember 3.
Speaking of that, I'm hating panettone breads. Anyway. Now it's going to get pulled because of the middle finger. Damn it.
That's not how middle fingers.
Anyway. It means peace among worlds.
Yeah. God.
Hasn't Rick taught you anything?
I have not seen it past 3, so I don't know. And then all that other stuff, I'm like, do I want to bother catching up? Do I care?
I'll be honest, man. I think the legacy. Well, the first one that was it 7, so 6, 5. 5 was great. 6.
There's been 3 more.
Well, this will be the third one.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, this will be the third.
It's just a dude murdering people. They can make 1,000 of them.
So the last one was super corny as far as the reveal of who the killer was. But the first one was good. So
I kind of liked the first one because I always make that connection to it was a more fleshed out version of what he was doing with New Nightmare. Wes Craven, I mean. So I always appreciated that first Scream movie. And then the second one was fine. And third one, I understand why you don't remember much from it. That's when I tapped out. I haven't seen any of the scary movies, so I don't even see the parodies of it. You know what I mean?
You've never seen any of the scary movies?
Not a one. It's okay. Misty hasn't seen any Scream movies, apparently.
Oh, Misty, what are you doing, Misty?
I'm
watching Scream.
Yeah.
doing other things. Are we ready to keep going or?
Yeah, move along. We're at hour 26 already. My legs asleep because I was sitting on it.
That's how the game goes, my friend.
Well, speaking of, never mind. We're back. Oh,
I'm on it, friend.
Did we talk about this guy before?
We talked about last week.
You sent it again.
But I think you sent in hand pictures, like somebody had it.
Yeah, that's what I sent.
God damn it!
It was showing the articulation for it, and I actually just started playing 𝗖cie_𝗽𝘆𝗿, and it is gory as hell, and it's fun. It's hard. God, it's a bitch, but it's fun.
To bring up that post instead. Then
I didn't know you were playing an old game. I thought you were playing a new one.
It's funny because when I said 𝗖𝗍𝗻, there's so many stupid fucking versions. Supposedly, Ninja Gaiden Black is like a remake of the original game, but it's not, because the original game, the original game takes place in a village, in 𝗂𝗄𝗆 village, and the Ninja Gaiden Black starts out in a city, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? But no, I was playing 𝗖𝗍𝗻, and I got to the point where I did in the original, where I had to fight guys on horseback with spears, and I got way too fucking impatient with it because there's no lock-on system. It's a free-roaming camera, and I'm not good at them. It's the lack of a lock-on system makes it really fucking annoying. The control scheme is weird and not very.
Bend over to the front. Touch your toes, drop your ass, man.
But yeah, no, I saw this post and I was like, this figure actually has really good articulation, which makes sense for a ninja. So I might.
That's the one. Sorry.
I might actually go and look into this figure now that I started playing the games. And I have the V-Toys. I have some of the V-Toys ninja figures. But yeah, Ninja Gaiden Black, I'm like lopping off arms and legs. But it's also funny because if you have a person who you've maimed, they're even deadlier. So like anyone who's like kind of crawling around the battlefield, they'll jump on you and then stab you and then explode. This is a bitch. Yeah,
this is the one I was thinking about the other day when I was yesterday when I was talking to you about it. I was like, I'm pretty sure I have that one in my head. This is the one I was thinking about.
This is 𝗖𝗍𝗻. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. 𝗖𝗍𝗻's the one I was thinking about. I was like, no, that's PS3 too. And I still forgot because Is
this 𝗖𝗍𝗻?
Yeah.
Because I didn't see any. Well, I didn't get this far in 𝗖𝗍𝗻.
I was going to say it's chapter 4. It's later on. All I know is I still have PTSD from trying to play the original Nintendo Ninja Gaiden and never getting past 3rd level.
Never getting past the first one here.
I got up to the 3rd. I mean, it took me 50 friggin' tries. Yeah. And then, you weren't allowed to leave the, Nintendo on overnight to save it because fire marshal dad, so I never fucking.
Well, some of those old cartridge games had CMOS batteries inside of them.
Yeah, I know he was right. My point stands. Okay.
This figure looks really good, and now that I've been playing it, like part of me is a little interested in maybe looking.
So this is supposed to be Ninja Gaiden?
Yeah.
Okay, that's where.
Yeah, that's Ryu. That's Ryu Hayabusa.
Ryu. Got it.
Yep.
That makes more sense. Hey, look, spam. Let me get rid of that.
Yeah.
2 people.
But I also like that it comes with all of those, all the different weapons and everything.
Yeah, it looks incredible.
And they're blood covered, so it's cool too.
Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, I gotta look into that because I just expanded my PlayStation thing because of the portal, and yeah. Anyway, this looks so awesome.
This looks really good. I already have the Revoltech on the way, so I'm okay with Batman. But this does look really good.
That looks spectacular.
This is more of the Origins look, right?
I guess because they kind of tease at another figure in there, don't they?
It's with its origin because it's a little bit lighter, and I think they highlight the electric fist.
Oh, I was gonna say they have a hand-to-hand combat scene with Deathstroke in it. Maybe not this particular post, but there is one with the same figure.
No, I think it's Arkham Knight, dude.
Oh, now I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, that looks like that's the Arkham Knight suit.
Yeah, it says it on the bottom. On the bottom of the figure is Arkham Knight. You can still look it up and waste your time if you want.
Oh no, it's just I saw the same post, same pictures afterwards, but the first picture was him fighting Deathstroke. So that's why I thought it was Origins.
Let's look up the suits. Is there a comparison picture? There it is. Yeah. There. Cool. Let's bring it up. Oh, good. It's 225 pixels. That's great. That's awesome. The internet. I hate you so much.
Yeah, the Revoltech is that like the Origins suit.
Ah, found it. Check out.
Here we go.
Okay, you go first. I was gonna say check out 5K Toys and then look at their Batman post.
Yeah, I went to VC Toy Box, but I don't see really anything else.
There you go.
That's definitely the night suit. Yeah, could be.
It's close to Origins, but I think the belt is makes it the night. Yeah, it's night.
Yeah, I didn't even realize there was such a drastic change between the games. Holy shit.
Well, especially when you get into Arkham Asylum. Arkham Asylum is very much a basic suit, honestly. It's like armored a bit, but it's, yeah.
Can you pull up the 5K Toys Instagram, please?
Yeah.
Please.
I'm also curious to see what the Queen Studios one looks like when they finally release their in-art 112 figures. It's weird because they're doing the Arkham, I forget which Arkham one they're doing. It might actually be Origins, but it might be Night. But they're only doing that one figure, and then they're doing a bunch from Dark Knight's Metal. They're apparently doing Anne Hathaway as Catwoman, but that's all that was announced. The rogues from Dark Knight's Metal, like the alternate Batman, like Devastator, Red Death, whatever the Freeze version of Batman was.
You motherfucker.
Father Mucker.
There we go. Jesus. See, I went to incognito so I could bring up links in Instagram and not show all the shit that's personally going on behind me. And yeah, it's hard to log in apparently. 74. That's not bad. There it is.
That's the second charge. It's initially like a $15 charge. It's like $90. Because I saw it on VC Toy Box, but it's still not a bad price. It looks really good. And honestly, some of these third-party companies have come so far. If you want to get off Instagram, it's actually on the 5K Toys website. I will send you the link right now.
I'm already on it. I'm going to do it now.
Okay.
I copied it from the Instagram link.
It's crazy how far some of these third-party companies have come. And this is another studio that's just assembled like a shell of a company or whatever. But like they look so good. Oh, that's the scowl too.
I mean, that's a good thing because at least it'll still be priced lower than whatever the fuck's about to happen.
Well, yeah. Well, also the Queen Studios. Queen is like, we like good shit and we know it. And they're honestly, I'm curious what the price point of their figures are. We went over those when they were originally like prototypes shown at one of the cons, probably SDCC, and like we went over those, but they're like it's going to be probably a Hot Toys quality in a 6-inch figure, and they're probably going to charge like $150 or some shit for it. So like, I don't know.
I'm trying to get there. It is Jesus that long. Oh.
Yeah, dude, it looks when you see the up close pictures, it looks really good.
Hummina. It just makes me want to go back into Arkham Knight, but I'm really trying to finish Mafia 3 so I don't have to play it anymore because nobody likes it. I do. That looks fantastic. It looks ripped so out of the screen, man.
Like the head sculpts look so good.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
5K is a good site to buy from too. I've purchased quite a few things from them. So
yep, gonna need that picture. Thank you very much.
Can you show the last one though? Because it looks like they showed that they're gonna do the rest of the figures.
It looks like they had a few different things going on there. Yeah, like they had armored Batman from Batman vs Superman in front of a Batmobile.
Oh yeah, okay.
Arkham figures there. This is Wonderfest 2024. We didn't go over it this year. But this is overseas, so they can actually go over. They can actually show all this unlicensed stuff.
Well, I thought their thing said officially licensed, though. If you go back to the Batman picture, I don't know if these particular ones are, but the Batman itself says officially licensed.
Yeah, it's officially licensed.
You're right. It does.
I don't know if the other ones are, but this is for start.
Sorry, everything on them is so small.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
all the
that's
stupid little logos and shit.
That's really cool. That is awesome.
Oh man, this does look really good.
Okay. Ninja. Did I already bring this up? I forgot where I am now.
I just sent a link in the private chat.
Oh, yeah, I already did that one.
Yeah, all the way at the bottom. I sent a link for something.
Yeah, already. That's next. I have that listed next, actually.
Oh, okay. So it's on wait list now, but it was available and I managed to get one. Thoughts?
I feel sorry for the sucker that missed out on it.
Did you not get it?
No, I totally got it, motherfucker.
Okay, well you didn't answer me in the chat unless
I know I did it on purpose. Build suspense.
Okay.
I love the Molotov.
I mean, yeah, and you said that was a reference to Ed, Edd and Eddy?
To Ratfink.
Ratfink.
The boombox.
He always comes with a boombox. The boombox opens though, and you store the boombox opens, and it usually stores a weapon or something inside of it.
Oh, that's cool.
Must be like a living boombox.
What
is this license?
This is their IP. So like Pete said this last year or something, or maybe he just said it when we were talking about stuff. Like Mezco really went about things in a smart way. They built up their name by building products that had soft goods, and they kind of started the mainstream of including soft goods on their stuff at a 6-inch scale. And they just got better and better doing all these little 6-inch licensed figures. And then they started throwing out their own products, which became wildly popular because the quality of their other figures is already good. And they have all this crazy lore going on with them. So like Mezco was really able to ride on the back of all these other licensed products and create their own. So it's 100% profit compared to like what they have to share with other licensed.
Amazing. I love that.
So they're kind of sneaky about it too. So if you look at like Cable or something like that, the armor that he's wearing is the same as the Krieg that they produce.
Yeah, or if you look at, I have it over here in the tin. I think it's the Special Ops Gomez. He's wearing the Punisher vest. Like he's wearing the same thing. It just doesn't have the paint on it. It's the same damn vest. Like they have all this reuse, and then there's figures like White Skull, which Pete remade basically in a kit bash of other figures, and White Skull was like $120, sold out like that because Mezco's website sucks, and they only do limited runs. And then stuff like this is actually really fucking annoying because this won't ship out till the end of the month, maybe even March.
Yeah,
or
missed out on that Red Knight Gomez.
My Casey, yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I meant to go to this next to keep it in the same subject. That's why I was thrown off. Sorry.
My Casey Jones, they charged me for that. It shipped out a week later, and then it got here. And I had to sign for it and show the FedEx driver my ID.
Yes. So I changed my address on Mezco when I moved last year, and they shipped out my Ghostface figure to Barnacle for my other address, my old address.
Yeah,
and I'm trying to get my figure now, and it's just like, well, we're still processing it. And blah, blah, blah. Bitch, you should have it. They sent it back already. Just reship it to the new address. Why is it taking 3 weeks? Like, so I have a feeling I either have to ask for a refund or find out what's going on with it.
To make a Star Wars reference, they're probably running on a skeleton crew. Now, Mezco, honestly, their products are good, but like a lot of people do have issues with them.
Can you pull up that Ghostface figure, please?
What Ghostface figure?
Mezco Gomez. Mezco Ghostface. Sorry.
Mezco Gomezface.
Gomezface. And they make a reference to Scary Movie with one of the heads in there and one of the hands.
I can hear everything he's doing back there, but nice mute button. That was good. That was slick. Why did that exit? You're still mute, Pete.
Do you want me to not be helpful?
What?
I remember the first time I used the computer.
That doesn't hurt my feelings anymore. That's the only real funny thing you ever say.
Oh, I'm sure.
So where's the reference you're talking about?
Bring it up. Show it on screen.
Ghostface is 2 words.
I've been looking the entire time and I forgot to bring it on screen. That's why you said that. I've been scrolling through the entire time talking and nobody else could see it. Jackass.
There it is. There's one.
What's
There's
this?
also a head.
Oh, the bucket.
There's the head that goes with it too, though.
Yeah, that's kind of
Do they
cool.
not? Do they not show the other head?
Yeah, it's getting to it. It's got they tripled the friggin' pictures at the beginning of it. Come on, there it is.
So I think I saw it on @𝗖𝗍𝗍𝗵𝘁 video. It comes out with the WhatsApp head. Yeah.
That's kind of what I was wondering. I was like, does it come with that?
Well, I wonder why they didn't include informational stuff.
Yeah, I don't, and I'm on the deluxe one. Maybe it's this one.
No, it's definitely not.
No, that's Living Dead dolls.
No, you're on the right one.
That's weird.
Yeah.
What site did you see it on?
It was @𝗖𝗍𝗍𝗵𝘁's review for the same figure.
On Instagram or YouTube, I guess.
YouTube.
Severance has been so fucking good so far.
Perfect. That's it.
I can read. Thanks. Hey, look, it's the non-woke Spider-Man nobody fucking asked for.
Hey, I like it.
I know it's
I
fine.
was gonna ask how you liked it actually.
I was just making a comment, but I liked it. Was like nobody fucking asked. Like nobody cared. Where's the damn? Yeah, let's get to the end where he takes pictures. Here we go. Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe.
No, not Black Widow.
I was about to say I see the golden belt there. That's definitely
He deserves it. Ooh, that's good. Like that.
Oh wow, I forget which G.I. Joe that is.
It's not a G.I. Joe. It's the other guy.
It's definitely a G.I. Joe. I own it.
It's not G.I. Joe. It's this company. That whatever that is. The guy that does the vehicle that's coming out.
Is it the Galaverse?
Yeah, Valaverse Action Force. Yeah.
Well, that's the end.
Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he doesn't come with the face.
Are you sure you saw what you saw?
I could have swore around like the 2-3 minute mark where he starts bringing out the heads. Right about there. Am I tripping? That's a dirty one. Yeah.
You're tripping, bro.
I think I am tripping. Holy shit. Trip like I do.
I think you're tripping.
It's popping off, man. I hate you more. If hate were people, I'd pick China.
China.
Little bit City Slickers reference.
Slicker?
I don't think it's on here, and we're moving on.
Wow.
Wait. Just let it rock. Just let it rock.
It's not on there.
Let it pop off for 10 more seconds.
I'm not. It's silence. I'm not. We're dead air. Dead air.
Yo, let it rock. Let it roll. Don't do that while I'm talking. Yeah, dude. This is what the show's been reduced to.
Yeah. No, not really. Batman. Another Batman. I was trying to show
Batman.
but I got distracted.
This is beautiful, though.
I just want to let you guys know I plan out a whole thing. That's great. That's cool. Get out of here. All right. We're not going to
You can see more on Facebook, Dan. Did you know that?
I'm on Facebook. That's why it's Facebook. Oh, you were quoting the thing. That's good. So I'm assuming, first of all, great name. I'm assuming that's not licensed.
No.
Well, it still looks awesome. See, I'm not bringing up my personal Facebook, so it's not happening. Getting out of it. Is that all the pictures? Is that it? Is that why? Hold on. Sometimes we don't get what we want.
Can't always get what you want.
Get what you need, though. Yeah, that's the only pictures. That's why.
Sometimes, yeah.
Cool. All right, cool. Here.
No, you're right. I was wrong. There's no WhatsApp face.
Yeah, I know. We're past that. We're past that.
I'm not past it.
Where you gotta get past it. It's over. It's loading. The website's really slow. Super 7.
Super 7. Super 7.
So Conan the Barbarian's a thing still. Oh my god. I don't know. Which one did you want me to bring up, Pete?
Oh, I was just going to pick up the main picture. The one up top, yeah. Hey, guys.
It's not clickable.
Can't click on it.
All right, never mind.
That would make sense.
Does have James Earl Jones with that sweet-ass wig.
It does.
It's not a wig. That's his real hair.
God, I hope not.
That was not on the DVD commentary.
Does that mean it didn't happen?
Super 7's cool, I guess. I don't know.
Good stuff. It's all right.
I picked up the Raphael on sale because I wanted the overcoat for my NECA Raphael. Like, I mean, I bought it on clearance. Like, it was like $20 for the figure. So I was like, yeah.
Oh, I forgot I sent this over. I'm pretty excited for 3 of these figures.
3 out of the 7. It's fine.
What's the 7th figure?
No, I was kidding.
Oh, definitely want this one. Adam Warlock. Comes with the Infinity Gauntlet.
You okay, Pete?
No, I've got the vapors.
Oh, I do declare. It's got the vape. Oh, that's cool.
Cutting into my territory. I don't like that. Better stay in your lane, Marvel Legends.
I think they own your ass.
Yeah, you're right.
Pretty sure even if they didn't, they could just sue you.
This Dakin figure, definitely looking forward to it.
Dark line looks cool, too.
Try to finish that Dark Avengers line.
That's pretty cool. I've never seen this in my life. That's a really good picture, actually.
The 3 that I want are the 3 that you're showing right now. That's fantastic. I want this Banshee for you.
See how that worked out? Wow.
I'm just trying to find that stupid Italian McPizza face Valaverse figure.
The mutton chops make it on this guy. Yeah, we don't care about these. Nice butt.
That looks like a sex robot from What Is Kids You Know.
This is Ultimate Iron Man, correct?
That kind of looks cool.
Iron Man's gone through a lot of different
I
designs.
don't like his face.
I like them all.
I don't like his face.
The ones that look like the original. Not so much this one.
Okay, that's it. No more. No.
I'm not feeling that Miles for some reason. You've got.
He's black?
No, he's Puerto Rican, first of all. He's half Puerto Rican. Okay.
I meant the costume.
Oh.
Jesus.
Sorry.
What do you want him to wear? Something that looks like a toothpaste company made it?
No, where's the toe articulation? You gave it to fucking Spider-Man. Put it on him. This is a reintroduction of the teenage Buck, right?
Miles Morales.
And I'm cool with it. It looks great. Well, I'll probably fucking buy it. Let me be honest.
I was gonna say you're gonna buy it.
Yeah, let me shut up.
I loved the Miles Morales add-on. Technically it wasn't a game, was it?
Really?
Miles Morales. Yeah.
So this is supposed to be the teenage body, right? The new teenage body that you're introducing, but they put the adult head on it, or at least
they didn't care about proportions. Here's BFH syndrome.
What?
I really like my Sentinel into the Spider-Verse Miles Morales anyway.
Big fucking head.
Oh. I should know that one considering my head. And I'm talking about my penis.
Pretty cool. I'm assuming this is to go with the 3-pack that they released 2 years ago.
What is this?
He's dying. Obviously, it's Lawrence of Arabia.
Arabia. Okay. I didn't know what it was. I was like, what am I looking at?
Actually, it looks like
Lumba.
the drunk.
Is that the only picture?
Yeah, it seems to be what they're doing on this site now.
It's just on the site, yeah. If you go to their, because they probably don't want to get sued. So if you go to their Instagram, they got like the slide.
What's it called?
Oh, I was gonna say, I think this goes with their Wukong, the 3 deities that they released. I want to say about 2 years ago.
Can you get out of this picture so I can see the name of the figure, Dan? Thank you.
Qigong. So one of the first Wukong figures was by Noda Studio, and I picked up that 3-pack. Really good figure. Need to take pictures of it. Since then, Wukong has blown up in popularity, and a bunch of companies have made Wukong figures.
I don't see it on 5K either.
I'm going back to the original post. It's going to take a second. You love
what?
G.I. Joe. There it is. There it is. Yeah, I didn't know what this was. I'm still not convinced it is what you say it is. But
it's Columbo.
Yeah, just one more question. Why is it so hot?
Just one more question. Oh man,
it's really hot out here. It is good. I can't not see it.
Did we talk about the unofficial Onimusha figure?
Yeah, we talked about it 2 weeks ago.
Okay,
it's like the original Onimusha, right?
Yeah, it's Samanosuke. Yeah, this looks like a character that's kind of a weird trope in a lot of Japanese lore about like the drunk, but who also like they do this. They have him in Iron Fist too. Like it's the drunken fighter, essentially.
Yeah.
So this is definitely an interesting character to make a figure for. And then we get
the last thing on the gist I have is G.I. Joe Day.
Just when I thought I was out of G.I. Joe.
Yeah, I sold my second vamp. I didn't need my second vamp, so I did sell that. But
just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
Yeah, I think this is the all or something. I forget what it's called.
Why would I be able to scroll through the pictures? I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. Just can't. It's amazing.
I like it as bubble gum. Excuse me.
Who is the female? It's the only one I don't recognize off the break. The blonde with the cap.
Scroll up. Their names are there.
Oh, I think her name is Mayberry.
Cover girl?
Yeah.
Apparently. Here, I'll do it like this. Boom, boom, boom.
I thought Cover Girl was already released and she's a brunette. No? Am I tripping here?
Dye your hair, dude. Jeez.
Those guys look pretty good, actually.
You right, motherfucker.
I don't know what I'm saying. Shut up.
No, but you're probably right. I don't know. Sounds plausible enough for me. I'm good with that. We'll run with that one.
Is that another Duke figure?
No, it's a Flint figure.
That's it, Flint. I couldn't remember his name.
They already released this one too, though. But this is more of a vintage look. Is that right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is probably the flatback, like blister pack or whatever you want to call them.
You would know better than I do.
Yeah, it's Cover Girl.
Even though you're still waiting on Ice Cream Soldier, right?
Still waiting on Ice Cream Soldier. This is Darklon, who looks kind of cool.
Ice Cream fucking Soldier. You hear me, Hasbro?
Yeah, man. I think that's pretty cool. Kind of curious to see how well it actually moves, but it looks like it has a bicep swivel in there. I mean, it's going to be big and bulky because they probably sit inside of it. Although I don't know how big this thing is. It has to be.
I was going to ask, is it a robot or is it like a mech?
Oh, that's a good point. I assumed that was that they would ride in it, but I don't know much about this thing. So yeah, you're probably right. It's probably automaton. Yeah,
Automaton. That thing.
Well, I was going to say automatonic. I was like, that's not.
I wanted to be a mech because that Void Commander Gomez could use some enemies, huh?
See me trying to see the word.
And like
Military in the last 3
if
days.
you put it against like Titanfall mechs, they are so fucking big. So
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
yeah,
It's just
That's
like what, 28 inches?
something around that. They're like 2 feet tall. I just put my Atlas away because I had him out next to that mech. I was putting some stuff away. I had the strike suit Mezco out next to it.
I like how Dan showed this one first though.
Huh?
Because he's holding for the excitement of that Bruce Leroy figure. I don't know who this is supposed to be based on, but this is cool, I guess.
Yeah, it's not my intention.
Oh, I thought it was. I'm sorry.
No, it just worked out. What's going on?
What's going on?
I pre-ordered that third-party Bruce Lee, and it looks like a lot of people are getting it in hand. I have not gotten my notification yet.
He's got a double knee. If I had a double knee, I wouldn't have had to have surgery.
Or you'd have to have 2 surgeries.
Or 2 surgeries. Shit!
I have like a whole bunch of stuff. Man, I have, like I said last week, I went crazy on Ami. I have...
Oh, I was going to say, I'm going to make that bigger and read it. Sorry.
Oh, here.
I have 3 Mafex figures coming my way, and then I have a Mecha Godzilla statue coming. Man, I have 2 like $500 boxes coming up though from Ami. Yeah, dude, it's bad.
I haven't pulled the trigger on the real Ghostbusters Funkos, but they're in my big bad toy store cart. I'm just like,
So now I have questions. Is this line based on actual characters, but they were renamed into a fighting line?
No idea.
Because it says the Burning Hammer Tournament. I've never heard of that.
I mean, you could Google it.
I could. But now's not the time, is it, Matt?
Probably not.
Enhance. All right, show me what I've been waiting for. Bruce Leroy.
I'm just kidding. Bruce Lee. That's not a good Bruce Lee. Is that a good Bruce Lee? Words. Say something.
I'm shaking my head.
Yeah,
I'm not talking. You can't shake your head on a podcast. You got to talk.
Well, we're on video, dickface.
Montez Lee. His early teens, Montez Lee was back. Encounter between young kids. So there was a movie. Have you guys seen The Last Dragon?
No.
No? Dan?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think this is taking inspiration from Bruce Leroy. I'm pretty excited for that.
I just love that name.
Bruce Leroy.
I love that name.
And I think it was really cool. I can't remember how the movie started. I think he was like learning from like videotapes in his garage, much like the Ninja Turtles reboot. So I wonder if they're going to release like a show enough looking figure.
Show enough.
But I will definitely pick this figure up.
That's really cool. I don't think it looks like Bruce Lee though.
Why? Why doesn't he look like Bruce Lee? It's almost a 1-to-1.
No, it
looks like he's using too much bronzer.
He's got melanin.
Melanin what?
Leroy Green.
Melanin the shopping cart? I love Cantaloupe.
Leroy Green.
Cantaloupe is so good.
Made $33 million on a $10 million budget.
Honeydew is really good.
Last Dragon?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah. You know who's in it? Ernie Reyes Jr.
Yo, District 9 has amazing numbers.
Why wouldn't they make a sequel off of that?
𝗂𝗲𝗄𝗵𝗁 is in this.
Who?
Oh, Chaz? That's impressive.
The Bronx Tale.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah. Sit back here a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. He plays Hood number 2. Man, I miss like.
Were you the one that sent me the
thing? I
would
say yes, right?
Weren't you the one that sent me that Michael Jai White was in Ninja Turtles 2 for like 5 seconds?
No. Yeah. No, I usually mention Kevin Nash is in it for 4 seconds. He's super shredder.
Well, then Michael Jai White.
Is Michael Jai White?
Apparently, there's a scene where they're like meeting next to a bridge, and then Michael Jai White is in the background. He's like one of the goons, and then that's it. That's all you ever see. I did not know that until like 2 weeks ago.
Shit,
dude! It blows my mind that Sam Rockwell's in the first one,
right? But he has a bigger role.
Yeah, he has
anything you want. You got anything you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I can't believe it's the same guy in the Green Mile.
What's kind of funny is this past week I was actually talking about the movie Moon, which is Sam Rockwell.
Yeah, there's Michael Jai White. And there's shot number 2 of Michael Jai. I don't remember this scene at all. I don't remember it.
I like the guy behind the guy in the hat. Who's like, look at that face.
He's got the big league chew in his mouth.
Yeah,
that's crazy. I did not know. Sam Rockwell in Turtles 1 is crazy.
Turts all day.
I gotta rewatch those. I never get tired of watching those.
Oh, great, man!
They're great. Yeah, I'll fist fight a man who says otherwise.
Have you seen the 2012 cartoon?
Yeah, the movie one, right?
No.
No, the cartoon. Yeah, I used to. It was like SpongeBob, where it would be on, or SpongeBob, or Teen Titans Go, which I know is not a lot of people like. Is if it was on, we'd stop and I'd watch a block of it.
They pay homage to like every iteration of Turtles before it.
I've never been bored by a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon. Boring is not a word for those. I would watch. I'll watch Turtle. Yeah, I love those.
Happy Gilmore 2 is apparently coming out this year.
Yeah, I forgot about
that. They had a trailer on New Year's.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, is it really? I did not see that.
It's coming out on Netflix. It's part of Adam Sandler's like soul selling deal to create content for them and them alone.
We need Grandma's Boy too. That's what we need.
I don't think we do though.
Yeah, I think we do.
I don't think we need a sequel to anything with Adam Sandler's name attached to it.
What?
Yeah, the one movie's fine. Do another one.
Yeah, I like Murder Mystery.
Did you ever see Punch Drunk Love?
Big Daddy.
Yeah, once.
I haven't seen it. I have it.
It's great to see you back, Mr. Gilmore.
Yeah, baby!
We've only just begun.
Gilmore. Big Daddy.
Was that Bad Bunny?
What are you talking about? Was that Bad Bunny?
Go back.
Where?
Who's like this?
Mr. Gilmore?
No, but it was that piece of shit Travis Kelce. Fuck that guy.
After that, right there. The guy, yep, right there. Yeah, that's Bad Bunny. Oh shit.
Playing his caddy.
I don't think that's Bad Bunny. Is that Bad
That
Bunny?
is Bad Bunny. That is the biggest Puerto Rican artist right now. God damn it.
I know who Bad Bunny is. He's in wrestling. Jerk.
No, I'm sold. That's it. I'm in.
He's also in Bullet Train.
He was in Bullet
He's in
Train.
Bullet Train. Which great movie. Don't care
Bullet
what
Train's
anything.
a lot of fun, honestly.
I was sold once he showed up.
𝗀𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵.
Yeah, I was in.
He
Man.
lost some weight.
Where's Caesar?
Yeah, I was about to say he definitely lost some weight, slimmed down.
Goddamn right he did. Hey, we're on the air here.
That's not gonna calm him down.
I know. That's why I'm doing it. Not my kid.
Yeah, he just mixed up 𝗀𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵.
She mixed up what?
He thought that was the dad that played Peter Parker's love interest's father. I said, no, that's Michael Batman.
Oh, yeah. By the way, one of my
Homecoming.
favorite reveals in a movie.
I went back and watched that movie. That movie's much darker than I remember it.
Yeah.
What?
It's so
I-
good.
Homecoming?
Yeah.
I just remember just going along with the montage. Door opens.
Yeah, it's like people forgot interracial couples exist, and you're like, oh my god, the bad guy.
Shit! It's bad. Oh fuck!
Yeah, that was such a good reveal.
Perfect reveal. I love
And
that.
then when he threatens him in the car.
Yeah,
Oh,
so good.
dude, I get chills thinking about it. Such a tense scene where he just turns around going, I'm like, oh shit, Johnny
So
Danger is mad.
We're good, right, Pete?
Good, right, Pete? Yeah, oh yeah, we're good.
Oh man,
Dude, and at the end when he's asking, what's his name's asking for his identity, and he's like, fucking tell you. What?
what are you talking about? What?
There's my vamp right there.
That's your vamp. The end scene. Somebody's pushing the vulture. I forget the character's name for.
Oh,
something.
Mike Gargan.
Yes, thank you. And he's
I
just like Keaton in those movies. Fucking great.
Yeah, the guy, I can't remember his name, but the guy that plays Matt Gargan in that is also he's such a fun actor. He plays Nacho in Breaking Bad, or
What's that video game series that Ubisoft
Far Cry. He plays Vaz
in
Vaz in Far Cry. They actually made a live action thing for that that's longer than I ever expected it to be, and he plays Vaz, and actually like it's supposed to be them pretending, but like he apparently gets like lost in the character and becomes him. But Christopher Mintz-Pice is on the island with him, and what the fuck is his name?
I don't know, but I forgot. I always forget that element of that movie where she walks in on him at the end, and what the? Yeah, this.
You know they gave Vaz closure, right?
And
some DLC package. I can't remember what it was.
Michael Manda.
I need him to come back. I need them to stop worrying about trying to make $1 billion movie and then just finish up this.
Well, so actually, what's kind of nice is nobody knows who Peter Parker is, so we have our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man again. They're working on Spider-Man 4 apparently, so we could see him come back and play. It's amazing casting for Scorpion.
So the rumor is though that like Marvel wants to go back to the street level movie that they did with the first one, but Sony wants $1 billion movie again. So they are trying to push this to include other characters, which is why like Daredevil's showing up in it and possibly other characters.
I don't mind that, because if they do that the right way, that's how you establish and you build that universe of the street level characters, like having Daredevil in there, even if it's just like cameo scenes of them fighting like bank robbers or something like that, or like Spider-Man's going to like these guys who are breaking into a place at night and Daredevil like shows up, kind of like what they did in She-Hulk. If you have that kind of cameo with people, or even if they do something like that with Ghost Rider, or they just bring in like a smaller person who just like has a draw to their name, I think that if you do that right and it's not like fucking Hulk or something, you can do it the right way and still get a lot of draw and still get a lot out of it. Sony could go fuck itself in terms of anything Marvel. Sony needs to get out of it, and people need to stop seeing these stupid movies they put out. I saw the first Venom. I'm not going to watch anything else that they put out because it's just trash. It's absolute trash. I don't even have to look at it to know. I just see Jared Leto as Morbius and then Madam Web.
Yes.
And just it's abysmal. Just lose the license, invest in Ghostbusters and other licenses that you can do without shitting on everything, and stop trying to ride Marvel to the cat's paw. Seriously, because that's all they're doing. They're just using the license to try and get money, and it works, unfortunately. And then people
wasn't on board until you said that. Now,
people support. Well, like you support Venom 3 because of. No, you said something good about it. I think it's because like there was like the whole thing about Venom's sexuality and like Venom's at like a pride party and like
his fucking sexuality at all.
Well,
the ending made me cry.
Venom.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that was at the end.
Just shut up. And I didn't pay for it.
Wherever you are, and I know. But also, Carnage is smaller than Venom. Literally, Carnage is like the size of Spider-Man, and they make him this 15-foot tall thing. It's stupid.
I have to take your word for it on that.
That's the point. I mean, like the point of the comic was that he was supposed to be smaller than Venom, but much more deadly, just because he doesn't have. He's merged with the symbiote enough where they're a unified killing machine. You know?
Yeah. Eddie Brock has a conscience, and that's why Venom and Venom like battle in their consciousness sometimes. Like typically. Yeah, like a lot of the times they're aligned in their dislike of Spider-Man and everything like that. But like that's why Venom functions well as an anti-hero. But Cletus Cassidy is just a straight up bad dude. Like he's a psychopath. He's a serial killer, and that's why the symbiote works so well with him because like it's like, well, I just consume and kill everything, and Cletus is like, sweet dude.
Why don't you tell me how you really feel about that? No, I hear you, dude. I do hear you. All kidding aside.
Booty cheeks.
I'm a casual on the Venom Spider-Man thing, so I was just like, I mean, they're fine, but I also want to defend myself. I had spent $1 on those movies.
Well, like, first of all, what's your face pronounces it symbiote in the first one, and then
I knew that was coming up. That annoyed me.
Somehow you have Reza Aslan, I think. No, excuse me, Riz Ahmed, and the phenomenal actor that he is, and just throw him away in this piece of shit version of Riot. I think is who he plays. What a terrible, terrible trilogy.
100%.
Yeah.
So Magazine Dreams is finally getting a release. Are we watching this?
Who? What
the fuck
Jonathan Majors had a movie scheduled to come out called Magazine, and it got shelved because of his trial.
Mm-hmm.
And now somebody has picked up the licenses to release it.
What's it about? Never heard of it.
It is about bodybuilding, but it stars Jonathan Majors. I
don't know. I really don't care anything about that topic. Like, I'm not going to see the movie about the first woman boxer either because I don't care about that.
What movie is that?
I forget what it's called. It comes out this year.
First of all, I want to find out who is putting it out. Because if
it's already made. So
no. I know that. I'm saying
the question makes sense. What you're saying makes sense. It doesn't matter. We don't know who made it, so that doesn't.
Yeah. I'm talking about who's putting it, like who's distributing it.
Well, who wrote it in the first place?
I don't know. That's what I'm looking up.
Yeah,
because if it's like one of those, we made a movie about sex trafficking Christian thing, I'm not going to.
I have not seen this trailer, so I would love to watch it with you guys. That's okay.
That's why I put it on.
There's no volume. I just wanted to point that out.
How did the volume go away? It worked the whole goddamn fucking show.
Mike O'Hearn's in it. Hell yeah! No, I used to be into like bodybuilding and shit like that. So this is right up my alley. The guy that played Superman was also in a Joe Weider movie.
Is this working? Here. Can you hear that? You can't hear that. Cool. That's worked the whole show. All of a sudden it's not letting me. Oh, because it won't let me share on. Microsoft Edge for some reason.
Well, yeah. I mean, Microsoft Edge only gets you so far. You have to use something else to actually wait.
Is it working?
No, still no volume. Did you mute the tab by chance?
No, I can hear the volume.
You gotta yell about it, God.
You can't hear that, really?
No.
No, nothing.
Son of a bitch. The wheels are coming off.
7 switch.
I hear it.
I want to be Mr. Olympia one day. I've been training for this every moment of my entire life.
Like my deltoids? Judges always say they're too small. Think they're liars?
Everyone's a liar. It is important that you find people that you can make an emotional bond with.
I'm asking you nicely and in a calm voice. If you're not 100%, you will never be successful.
Nobody knows who you are. Nobody.
Well, you gotta commit all energy and focus to being the greatest bodybuilder on the entire planet. That's what separates one from being a champion, one from not being a champion.
Is he a method actor?
Hey guys, 𝗂𝗍𝗆𝗆 is here. Current eyepiece. No!
I don't know.
The world ain't fair. It ain't supposed to be fair. That's how it works.
How are you doing, Killian?
What?
When I close my eyes and dream,
They're gonna put a picture of me on the cover of the magazine.
when the entire world
You will know
my name.
Yep.
I'm sold. I love stuff like that anyway.
I don't care about bodybuilding.
Yeah.
That's my only thing. I'm not taking a shot at the movie. I just whatever.
I mean, it would be cool if it helps reinvigorate his career because I think he's a great actor.
Well, they aired it at Sundance the year they were supposed to release it, and apparently got a ton of like praise for it. So to hear that they didn't want to release it because of his record was stupid.
So, Briarcliff Entertainment distributed The Apprentice, Werewolves, Valiant One, Dogman.
Is Werewolves a newer movie?
Yeah,
Is Apprentice the one with Sebastian Stan as Donald Trump?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Good timing on that one. Memory, Midas Man, Verona's Romeo and Juliet. I don't know any of these other than The Apprentice.
Is Verona the new one that we were just talking about Tom Holland? Because I did not read into that 100%, so I don't know if that's the title for it.
I don't really recognize the rest of these. What movie did you just mention?
Verona's Romeo and Juliet. Is that the upcoming one?
The released one, yeah.
Jason Isaacs, Derek Jacobi, Dan Fogler.
Okay. I know Jason Isaacs. That's about it.
You know Dan Fogler. Rebel Wilson. She's playing Lady Capulet. Okay.
Okay.
Rupert Graves. Directed by Elijah Bynum, who has done Hot Summer Nights and The Deliverance.
Okay.
That was Netflix movie. Oh, I remember this. Well, anyway, there you go. No, like if it ends up streaming on TV, maybe. But I don't care.
Yeah,
I really like him as an actor, so I'll check it out definitely. Plus, I'm really into I was into bodybuilding when I was younger, so that was great.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to hear. I'd have to know a little bit more about it to see if it's something I want to get into. Like it looks like a character study, which do interest me, but I don't know. There's still a part of me that has to care enough to get interested, at least.
Yeah, this kind of looks like The Wrestler. Gives me wrestler vibes.
Yeah, I can see why you'd say that. And I immediately also made mental comparisons to the one with it came out last year or 2 years ago with what's his face, who went like all in to get buff. Something Falcon. No, the
Iron Claw.
Thank you. That's it.
Yeah, the
Iron Claw.
You're on mute. Great movie, by the way.
Yes. Yeah, that movie. Who? He plays Kevin Von Erich. That's all 100% true.
Yeah.
Didn't that movie get panned? Oh,
I don't think it got panned. I think people were kind of like, well, nothing really happens except all the fucking brothers kill themselves.
Spoiler alert.
It came out 200 years ago. Bram Stoker's Dracula. Read it.
It happened. The one brother died in 83. The other brother died in 87, 92, and 98. The one that died in 98, they don't even address. Isn't that nice? There's a family of 6.
Yeah.
I like Zac Efron a lot. I'm not
Jack,
gonna lie.
Kevin, Chris.
He's been trying to get his career to pop off for a while now and just hasn't really latched on to anything that made it really take. It's unfortunate because I actually like Zac Efron too.
What did it for me? He has this Netflix show where he kind of does like this Anthony Bourdain style thing where he travels around and tries different stuff.
Okay.
That's what made me really fucking like him, like appreciate him as a guy.
Did that actually pop off, or was that still a limited run?
Sound like a jackass. It's not don't skin off my dick.
Oh my god!
Did you see the Iron Claw?
I did not. Pete
it's a good watch. Yeah, I would watch it.
Okay.
It's more about personal problems more than it is wrestling. It's just wrestling happens to be their occupation.
I'm a bit of a hypocrite because I kind of want to watch Love Lies Bleeding, which is basically about a bodybuilder, but it looks fucking crazy too. In my hands. No, it's
you guys think of that, and I think Elton John.
It's Kristen Stewart, a woman who actually is a bodybuilder, but Ed Harris is in it, and it's kind of like a thriller, but it gets fucking trippy too. I was talking to somebody a while ago, and she was like, it was her movie of the year. So I probably need to sit and watch it.
What you do if you're ever gonna watch the Iron Claw is come over and watch the documentary of the actual Von Erich family first, then watch the goddamn movie. Because Jesus Christ, man. So the first son Jack dies. This is not covered in the movie, Matt. Okay. He gets electrocuted in a puddle at 2 years old.
They show him at the end, though, right? If I remember right.
Yeah, they show the kids at the end, the whole family, the real. The one brother, he's not even in this. Oh yeah, he's not even in this picture. David. Well, yeah, I guess that's David. That looks too much like Mike, who's a fucking. David was going to be world champion, NWA world champion. He dies over in Japan. Carrie's a bit complicated. Carrie at one point loses his foot in a motorcycle accident. They repair it, like he shatters it. They repair it, and like the next night or the night after, he gets up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom at the hospital and steps on it and crushes it again. So they amputate his foot. He wrestled for years with one foot, with a prosthetic. In the WWF, he made it with one foot, and nobody knew until. And there's not footage of this, but it was covered in a local card. I believe it was in Cherry Hill. He's wrestling a wrestler named Colonel De Beers, and he's laying against the apron, and Colonel De Beers goes to pull his foot just to pull him out of the ring. Kind of pops off. He goes, pop. Oh shit. Puts it back. Nobody saw that. He shoots himself in the heart. Mike takes sleeping pills. Chris sleeping pills. The only one alive is Kevin. And Kevin, we don't align. Fritz, the father, who was also a wrestler, Fritz was a prick. He was a prick promoter. He was a hard guy. He's the one. His son Kevin almost died because he sent Kevin to go wrestle a tour in Japan with a concussion. And the first match he's at, Kevin tells the wrestler over in Japan, please don't hit my head. I have a concussion. The first thing this guy does is kick him in the head. And Kevin loses his shit, takes his jacket off, and puts him in a wrestling hold and tries to break his leg.
Wow. And
in the press conference, he says he feels bad. But Kevin said at the press conference, he goes, just like World War II, you attacked me from behind. And just like Hiroshima, I win. And he was like, I really feel bad for that. Yeah. he was just a prick. The father was everything you hear about promoters that I've said, as far as I know, except for the abuse part, he was. I meant the SA kind.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to say it in front of the kid. But he was hard on the kids. Like, he was just terrible. And he all wanted them to be wrestlers, and all of them died because of it, except one. And he died of brain cancer. It's just but the movie was, I didn't think I was going to like it.
Yeah.
Because I've sat through the documentary, and it's like, hey, you want to feel good? Don't watch this.
Yeah.
Don't watch this movie either. But the movie was beautifully shot. And more back to your point, he went into it. They took bumps. And last week you discovered for the first time what is actually in a wrestling ring. They did it.
Oh, yeah.
He's an actor, and he did that. And yeah, it's just, I don't even know. It's basically more about him dealing with, well, as he said, I used to be a brother, and now I'm not a brother.
My kid loves the darkness. He's like, wait, they all died?
Yeah, they all died. They all died.
Wait, why'd they die? I was like, well,
hey, want me to tell you? Let me tell you some. Let's let you grow up real quick, Grayson. Come here. But it's more about him dealing with loss and family loss, and like he's the only. His sons are now wrestling, and they're not going down a bad path. They're friggin' amazing. They've wrestled almost everywhere, and they're just top. They haven't wrestled at WWE yet for some reason. I don't know. Probably because they don't want to go there. But he'll show up with them and still get in the ring without. He wrestled without shoes on. He would wrestle barefoot, which is something Zac Efron did in the movie as well. I don't know how you don't break your toes every time you jump around there. But one injury he never had. Don't get me. I'm going to get sentimental about the whole wrestling thing because it's, yeah, I'm going to stop.
Severance season 2 is really good so far.
Hey, Severance season 2 is good.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Mm.
Oh, Zac Efron played Ted Bundy.
Yeah.
He was in that movie with Lily Collins. That's not why I saw it. It was because it came out right after that documentary, ironically enough, to come full circle, that Joe Berlinger, who directed Blair Witch 2, did. He also directed that movie. But like, it's from Lily's character's perspective. So like nothing really happens in the movie except she's the one that makes the call and says, yeah, I think my boyfriend's killing people. And then they arrest him. And that's it. So while the performances were fantastic, and as you said, he buried himself into the role, nothing really happens. It's just kind of there. Gotcha. 2 hours I wasted.
My wife loves Emily in Paris, and I just realized you just set this fucking light bulb off. That Lily Collins is Phil Collins' daughter, and now my mind is blown.
They look. I don't know. Listen, I'm not going to go off on a tangent because
she's no son of mine. God damn it!
It's a daughter. Stupid. All he does is make clones. He's got 6 kids, and they all look just like him. Unfortunately, they also have his hair. She didn't know Genesis song. Shut up, Lily. Here.
Doesn't Genesis sing everything? Little thing she does is magic.
No, you no. She's got his eyebrows too, which is also unfortunate.
When did Todd Rundgren leave Genesis?
Todd Rundgren wasn't in Genesis because he wasn't fucking good enough.
I just finished watching that 70s show, and
by the way, fuck Todd Rundgren, Philly bitch. Oh, I said that. Shit. Oh, I hate Todd Rundgren. Such a bastard. He's a bastard of a person.
I don't know anything about him.
I mean, he hasn't abused anybody. He's just a prick.
Okay.
This is the picture I was looking for, actually. This is the
I think we're good. You went on your tangent.
I'm not tangenting. I'm just bringing up a picture. You talk about whatever the fuck you want.
I'm ready to close up.
If you want to hear more of our thoughts, tune in Sundays live at 8 p.m. YouTube and hear about Phil Collins, Ghostbusters, Kaiju, Legos, and all other things. Like not knowing that Bram Stoker
Stoker!
Whatever, shut up!
Jesus Christ!
No, I'll fuck him if I want to.
It's not his name!
112.com to add our accessories to your collection, or slide to our Instagram to see what the current projects we're working on.
Slide in that DM.
Slide in that DM, boy. Have a good night. Happy Sunday. See you in 2 weeks. We won't be here for the Super Bowl.
Have a good week. Have a good 2 weeks. Yeah.
Because the Super Bowl, I just said that. The Super Bowl.
It's the superb owl.
We're hoping that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to say some shit?
Philly's gonna lose.
They're not even the Phillies. It's the Eagles, you schmuck.
Philadelphia Eagles.
I'm gonna insert that clip into this
We're
episode.
voting
Keep messing with me.
You Giants?
No.
Yeah, root for the Giants.
God damn it.
Who's that?
Hold on.